Hello. Okay, it's working. And hello, PH. I guess you're just going by PH now, on YouTube at least, because that is your Discord name too, right? PH instead of Paul. Okay, sorry for doxing you there. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna look at the Star-Twine Fairy people. I was going to make a video, but honestly, the event itself is so underwhelming. So it's like kind of whatever. I would suggest people to just skip it. That's a TLDR. Mirror back on the menu. Yeah, we're gonna try out the fake theme that GunHo made for the latest title in JP. It's interesting that it's it's a whole in-house made team, and it's able to tackle the end game because it is an in-game title. I first thought that maybe the title, the fixed version, was gonna be easier, but it has the same stats and damage as the normal version. But I saw people complaining about this title. I mean, about the team specifically. But yeah, it'll be interesting to play Hard Cross. I haven't done that in years. I don't know how long it's been. But yeah, when it comes to the Star-Twine Fairy people, I guess I could just go by one by one actually. So there's a couple of new units. Some of those are interesting, but that's just basically bait to get you to roll. Some of the older units got Evos, most notably the 7 stars. They all got like a recolor. But outside of like Hydrangea's, who is what's her name? Natsuru, that Evo is like the only one that's kind of seeing some use in endgame content. When it comes to the other 6 stars, they're all pretty underwhelming, except for the new ones. Honestly, even some of the new ones. Like let's see. Well, let's look at the all 7 stars. So Rosalind doesn't seem like the worst leader, because she's kind of like Reinhardt, like 50 billion cap break, orb gen, 2-turn cooldown, but you have to transform twice. That's the whole issue with the 7 stars. You have to like transform them twice. That's very tedious to do, especially for some of them, because like the second stage usually doesn't give you that much. This one does give you a haste, but I think like Dahlia doesn't do that. Yeah, she gives you a pierce for 3 turns the second stage. That's not useful at all. You want like a haste to transform ASAP. This one, it gives you a delay, might not be applicable. It's pretty much just Hibiscus and Hydrangea are the ones with the haste that are somewhat useful. Rosetta was in the best investment in a long time. Yeah, she can still clear. I think it's all in-game content right now. I don't know about the latest title in JP, but when it comes to what's available in 8, Rosetta can do everything. It's not the fastest, but she can tackle everything. How do you have access to Amazon? It's only for me. Oh, yeah, I think they blocked non-US or East Asia regions. I'm not entirely sure why. I was thinking it was maybe due to like EU privacy laws, maybe. But I think the only way around it is to use a VPN, maybe, and that might not even work. I don't know. Some people in my Discord were discussing it, and I don't know if they actually did prove it, but it might have been that one VPN. But even Canada might be blocked. I don't know. I don't know if there's anyone from Canada here, but I think Canada should be fine. Maybe it was just the VPN that was blocked still. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure. Canada worked. Yeah, Canada worked. Okay, yeah, Canada worked. So I'm pretty sure it's North America and East Asia that's for sure working. EU probably it's not working. I don't think so. Maybe Africa, maybe Latin America also. I'm not sure. And hello, Mr. Pantalay. Pull rates are good. If you don't believe me, check JP Discord. Oh, I thought you were gonna say. I thought you were talking. I didn't look at your name first, this bastard. But I thought you were saying to pull in Star-Twine. I'm like, I was about to ban you for that comment. But I should ban you for that comment too in JP also, because that super gaff is also not that it's pretty underwhelming too. I mean, I'll probably throw a few stones to that one instead of like Star-Twines. For VPN, it was more of a lateral, but in East Asia and EU was blocked completely. No Latin America. All right. Wait, so that means it's not available in Latin America? If real burners can be done, I mean, you you don't even have to roll at all. The incline. I don't recommend it because yeah, I'm just about to go over it. You're in the US and you have a Canada VPN and you haven't been able to get it to the West. Oh, that's really weird if you're in the US. I mean, maybe just turn off your VPN. Maybe they're blocking you because they detect the VPN. I don't know. I don't know how Sanbun is handling it, but yeah, they're blocking some regions. They did have a notice. Do they still have it? No, they don't have it anymore. Yeah, they used to have a notice on the homepage that some regions were gonna be blocked, but that one's gone. They didn't really go into specifics, so I'm not entirely sure why. But like I mentioned, it's probably EU privacy laws, maybe, because they were also. I don't know if they discontinued the board. Is it board? You can still make teams and share, but maybe because this is saving like user content and maybe logins, maybe they didn't want to comply with the EU privacy laws, and they just figured it was better to like block them instead of complying. You want Bride Ilmina? I think you mean Maid Ilmina, right? You have Rosetta. You feel free. Message redacted. I think you deleted it yourself. I don't know. I've never seen that, so I don't know if try hard that was intended. But yeah, yeah, Maid Ilmina. She's gonna be really hard to pull because she's a BGM in a 10 Magic Stone machine. For her, there is a new Evo for we were just looking at the 7 stars. This new Evo does kind of see some use in Maid Ilmina teams. So maybe you want to get this if you can. I feel like this is replaceable by any other double absorption voider, but because it's gonna be insanely hard to pull this. Because what is the pull rate for Rosalind and all the 7 stars? Pretty sure it's not that great. Yeah, it's 1.5%. No, of course I don't recommend rolling in this machine at all. We're just gonna go over it. We were going over Rosalind first because she does see some use in Ilmina teams. But that team is really, really hard to get because again, BGM that you need 3 for a system, or like just 2 on your side. But yeah, out of these for that team, only Rosalind's is used on the light Evo, and you pretty much can only use her with Ilmina because this unit doesn't do a lot of damage. And Ilmina voids super gravity every turn, so that's why they work pretty well together. Because you don't really mind the low damage multiplier, personal damage multiplier on Rosalind, and she can still triple cap to like 40 billion on the 3rd attribute. You have Rosalind from previous rounds, so you need to roll. If you were safe for mates, yeah, definitely save up. And hello, bitches. You feel VGM. It's a. I mean, I think that one has a good equip at least. Like the 2 new dark units have decent equips, if I remember correctly, but I definitely don't recommend chasing them because they're not that great. You did some rolls. You're good to get across. Oh, you got both new ones. It seems. I mean, you got lucky, bitches. Those are some nice pulls for only a multi. But I definitely recommend saving. Don't even gamble. It's just I feel like it's a waste of stones because. The lineup has Pantheons, unfortunately, and some really outdated Super Gatfest GFE units. So it's like I don't think it's worth chasing them. But maybe if you're after also Bramble, if you get Utsuro, if you don't have the BDP badge, I mean maybe just gamble some stones for him if you need that badge. But yeah, the most of the 6 stars are pretty bad. I do like some of the equips. They're still decent because it's like 7C plus. Is this not buff? I thought this would be buff. 7C plus, I guess. Oh, 7C and BDP plus. Okay, that's a decent damage multiplier. But yeah, they're not worth getting, I don't think. Yeah, 7C plus to skill boost some OEs. But they're not that high in demand right now because a lot of units they want like to activate Resonance Awakenings
or they want to banish, so you can activate the self-reliance. So a lot of these equips on like they do have decent awakenings, but the typing and the attribute don't really make them that like popular choices for a lot of units. So even though the equips look okay, in my opinion, like they're not in high demand right now. With the multi, because it's catching your eye. All right, yeah. Maraka, oh, interesting. You like the haste team? I actually almost pulled the full team. I was just missing one unit, but I kind of don't have an interest in playing. I did see a team that I could maybe do with what's his name, Himmel from Breren, with the units that I did manage to pull. I don't think I'd rolled that much, but it was, I don't know, I did get like, there were like how many units? Like 7 Madoka units. Only 6 get used in a team, and I'd roll like 4 of them, like 4 unique ones, no dupes. You got the BGM from, oh nice course, congrats. You did one Volta for tradition, you got the new Dark Flower, but not the one that has a 1-turn cooldown ability. You wanted the mushroom. Yeah, that one's the one that also has a 2-power break equip that also vanishes. For the upcoming Uturo, so I think it's Samurai Haku. No, for Uturo, there's really not much right now. From this one, I mean, we mentioned Rosalind as a software made Ilmina. Yeah, the other units are kind of whatever. Also, like equips may be useful. This one might be an okay auto healer for like Gintoki, because it does cap break. I mean, HP buff and cap breaker. This is not an auto healer, but it could be useful for Gintoki. 15 billion is not too much, and I feel like it's replaceable with other equips. But if we're talking about like Uturo subs, the current one is also the new Evo for Natsuru. If you use her, if you place her next to Echidna, this one gives you decent damage boost in the next endgame title. Not in this one, because in the next 2 endgame titles, you need like a lot of HP every turn. So you usually use Echidna for the looping HP buff, and Oboro for the looping damage reduction shield. So with that setup, with Echidna, you can turn this unit into Dark Attribute, and she has a really good damage multiplier. And those next 2 dungeons have a good amount of water enemies. So you're gonna turn her Dark. You're not gonna face the attribute disadvantage against Dark, and you might even be able to get the 48 billion cap break. So that's like the only unit from here that sees some use with Uturo. Actually, the 2 new ones could see some use. I believe Lobelia, that's the Omni Piercer, does see some use, but I feel like he doesn't really add much to the team at all. But yeah, you got Lucky Vicious. What do you think about the new GunHo collab and the future X? Yeah, I'll go over that too after I'm done with this Irozori. Iconite SS is nice if you don't have Iconite. Let's see. Yeah, some equips are okay. I don't disagree. Yeah, Devil. Yeah, BDP, Team HP, Poison. Yeah, the Poison resist is nice for some dungeons. Yeah, definitely something you could use here. But yeah, like I mentioned, a lot of the 6 stars do have okay equips, but most of them you don't really care for. Like, what's the other dark unit? Let's see. It's also double type, so you could also use it with wait, that was the wrong one. This one. Yeah, killers are not that great. So even though this does fulfill resonance with Utsuro, I don't think you would use this. Let's see. So we saw, again, Natsuru. Natsuru, like Rosalind, like the transforming version, does seem like a decent leader. And I actually did see some clears for on the Netherline, the Netherline title with Natsuru and Rosalind, like 2 different teams on the base form. But it's a pain to get, and it's kind of specific because, I mean, it doesn't seem that bad. The bad thing is that this one also like doesn't override orbs. So if you get a full board of heal orbs, I'm trying to remember if there's a full board of heal orbs on Netherline. I don't think so. I know there's a full dark one and a full light one, I think, but no full heal. So maybe you don't have to worry about that for that title. But for example, for Moon Dungeon, for the Moon for for GA5, that is 5, right? No, that's 4, I think. I know there's like at least one full heal board. I think, yeah, GA5, the Sun title also has a full heal board. So you need to like bring some other origin to like clear the board. The quips do not seem that great for this one. Like Water Sabachi DDP is not in the best place, apart from like Natsuro. It's yeah, I think only the fire version is gonna see some use. Yeah, I don't even know if I've seen a clear with Natsuro. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised because she does have decent effective HP and decent damage also, like personal damage. It's just about the rest of the team. But yeah, that is something that you'll have to worry with Natsuro. Let's see. Let's look at Dahlia. I mean, Dahlia, Phyllis, the base form is not the best. It is a scaling unit, no? No, I think it was the other one. But yeah, this one is even more unreliable because you have to depend on how many fire orbs you have on the board to get enough light to turn into light orbs. So it's not as consistent. Equipped are also not that great for non-cross scenes, but maybe you could use these for whenever we get Made Ilmina. But again, that leader is really hard to get. I don't know if you're gonna go all out. You're gonna need to go all out on that made banner to like get like 2 Ilminas. I mean, if you don't have Phyllis already, Phyllis and Rosalind, I mean, those are like decent support possibly. I mean, you could get away with not using these 2 equips, I think. Probably like a Tensi equip would be fine. You don't need double cross. Because you are doing the fixed team. Oh damn, I have to. Yeah, I haven't done the title yet. This bastard, but I guess I'll have to remember that too. At least you have 2 full board changes. I'm pretty sure Temis and Paimon clear the full board, I think. But yeah, Dark Phyllis is very similar to what's his name? Shinpachi from Gintama. The only difference is basically that this one doesn't have a BDP awakening on the base awakenings. So if you need to like put on the new defense bypass latent, you need to choose the super awakening BDP or put a BDP equip on Phyllis to be able to do that. The cooldown is also 1 turn higher for Phyllis. The Shinpachi. I mean, let's just show Shinpachi. And they both have gravities, but Shinpachi's is random. So there's something else will happen is the gravity. So it gives you a gravity plus like an orb enhance. The highest gravity is 20%. Second highest is 15%. So that's the same as Phyllis. So you kind of have like a 50-50 chance because the other 2 gravities are 5 and 10%. So you have like a 50-50% chance of being at least as good as Phyllis when it comes to just the gravity alone. And yeah, very similar because they both have heal OEs and damage. Like I guess Phyllis at least has levitate on the base awakening. So when it comes to the equip, you could use whatever. Maybe you have more flexibility when it comes to non-levitate equips. With Dark sub attribute too. Because for Utsuro, you want like to change both of their attribute to Dark. Like both are pretty good on Utsuro teams. And if the big hits are not that big, maybe the 2.5x HP could be decent enough to tank the hit. Because most people on Utsuro are using Shinsuke, and he's like a 3x HP buff. But yeah, Utsuro can get really, really tanky. So, you know, 2.5x might be decent enough for some hits. And then the wood version, it's a wood TPA unit. It's automatically garbage, basically. But I guess in this day and age with Serie and Echidna, you could always turn her light or dark. You probably wouldn't go with light because if you're using Serie, you're probably using Reinhardt. And if you're using Reinhardt, you're voiding damage absorption every turn. So Phyllis is not going to do anything there. So maybe you could use this with Utsuro instead to get like the looping void damage absorption void. Even though like if you're using Kuchina, like also there's kind of like no point using this. Just for more damage, I guess. because if you time it correctly, if you're doing a dungeon with a lot of fire enemies like Crimson, then you could get the 48 billion cap right here. And then the last one, it's a wood TPA unit. The automatically garbage. Basically, it's like base fillers again. You need like certain orbs on the board to like get enough wood orbs and heal orbs to actually do damage and heal. So very unreliable, not that great. The equips are kind of whatever. Like wood sub-attribute double BDP is not that great, because you also wood BDP is not in the best place either. But I guess double TPA, haste, 3 team skill boost, three skill boost is still decent enough to turn charge. It's not too bad. The fire version is a decent cleric. It's not that bad. It deals damage and it also has heal OEs. So you could use it maybe with Rosalind or other teams. I was gonna say you could also turn it dark, but I guess if you need 2 clerics, yeah, in Utsuro this is gonna deal decent damage, and it also has L's to help recover assess. Any recommendation for a cleric in the Gintama sweep team? The recent bonus machine for Evo Kentucky, we feel it should be a better alternative over forgetting. I mean, it kind of depends on what you're farming. Like I remember on the dungeon that's currently available with Star-Twine, I'm pretty sure on my JP account, Langrosa, I think I was using like a really random cleric. I think I was using this guy. No, the team that I was trying to copy to farm that team, it was like Callie, I think. Because she also has a parts gravity and clears our walking binds. It like varies by it depends on what you're doing. But I mean, Gintoki can pretty much use any cleric. Because yeah, this unit was used in that Langrosa farming team that I saw because of the part gravity also. Because you use the walking bind and also the parts gravity at some point. It really does depend for whatever you're doing. I think people use Mitsuki. This could be a cleric that deals damage, but they don't cap break themselves. It's not even a full cleric because they don't do unmatchable. It's only a walking bind, but this could be an option if you also want the extra bulk. And if you have a different cap breaker, you could be using Kagura and Miya custom, but you have to turn this one into attacker type because they're just healer type. Yeah, you could just basically use anything you want. Anything that the dungeon calls for. And let's see, and the new version actually just got buffed in JP. It was only her cap break, I believe, that got changed. And I think the layer skill, but it doesn't really matter. It's a decent, water BDP unit when it comes to damage. It doesn't have that much healing potential, but it has some. But yeah, this one is a looping shield. I was hoping like when I saw her that she got buff, I was hoping that the shield got like a little higher, like maybe 40%, but this is still 35% in JP after the buff. I think they changed her cap rate to 25 billion, and the conditional cap rate on when the enemy is wood attribute is 2.5. So she can deal up to 62.5 billion damage against a wood enemy, like whenever you face a wood enemy. Because also whenever you pop the active skill, I mean, I think I saw some people a little confused about this, but let's say floor 1, you encounter a wood enemy against this unit. You pop her active skill, she gets the 48 billion cap break right now in an A, and then you move on to the second floor, there's a fire enemy, you retain the cap break until you have to pop it again, or until like an enemy messes you up. But yeah, the cap break happens at the point you activate the active skill. It doesn't change, because I think I saw some people saying, like, thinking that the cap rate would be lower to 24 billion if you face some other non-wood enemy, for example. But it works whenever you press it, basically. And it remains that way until something changes. But yeah, it's still not the best, because again, water BDP, it's not in the best place. Again, just like wood, it's very much just dark. When it comes to BDPs, it's just dark. That's like the king when it comes to BDPs. You could use this with if you don't have Oboro, you could possibly use this with Echidna. This becomes your looping shield. but then you don't have a cap breaker for Echidna. So that's, I guess you have some other non-oboro cap breaker that could work, or maybe you don't mind losing out on the damage from Echidna. But yeah, you could use this on Utsuro. I don't see why you would, because oboro is just a much better shielder. But that is an option. And then again, I guess yeah, the last one, the last two transforming Twine Fairy unit is Rosetta, who did get like, she used to be 81% damage reduction. She's now 82%, so she's more viable. She has more bulk. I'm pretty sure I saw clears for Netherline before her buff. So she can clear the dungeon, and now it's a little bit easier if you want to bother doing that. I believe, yeah, her cap break used to be 13 billion. Now this is 16 billion. So the damage is okay, but it's still like not that impressive, especially with other teams that are like doing close to 400 billion damage per turn. Because she's doing like, yeah, 16 times 3. If everyone's doing damage, she's doing 288 billion damage. So that's not that impressive anymore, unfortunately for her. And then again, you have to transform twice, which is annoying. And also, her teams are still not that flexible. Like, if you don't have the Narumi duo and Armageddon, you're kind of like out of luck. Because because she's a 3-unit system, she doesn't have a lot of flexibility. Her equips are still really good. I mean, Dark BDP, the second one, that's obviously screams Utsuro, or other Utsuro subs that need to change their sub attribute to Dark. The first one is good for activating resonance also on Utsuro, because he is double type. The other units are not double type though. But yeah, he doesn't need a dark sub attribute to change, but OEs are always nice. Part break is nice for more bulk. Decent damage. You wouldn't overcharge Utsuro, but I guess you could. Let's see, she does have a new light Evo, Dark Evo, that works with some of the new Dark Twin Fairies that I'll get to soon. But she doesn't seem that impressive because she's also basically like Oboro, but without the shield. Because she's on a 6-turn cooldown. She cap breaks for a little higher amount than Oboro, because Oboro's 20. This one's 22. And yeah, just looping recovery buff, which is not that impressive. The board change doesn't matter really, because that other unit, the Kale and whatever their name is, the new ones, they handle Orbion. So I guess if you're encountering maybe a full heal board, this is where this Rosetta could come in handy. But the recovery buff, it is a poison team. You have to match poison every turn. Or you have to match poison for damage, I think. So the recovery is going to be needed for some super altitude dungeons. I think if you finally want to get a Rosetta, and we got one still get changed, so that I'm expensive. Even the SS don't tell me that much. Yeah, I've been using some on my Utero teams, like for the 3-turn haste, it's pretty handy. And for the OEs too, because it's a little hard to find like wood OEs on dark equips. Definitely check if you can get one, but I don't know. I find it hard to recommend rolling for fodder, because also the fodder is not guaranteed to be, whatever you get is not guaranteed to be fodder for Rosetta. Because again, there's a bunch of Pantheons and GFEs in their lineup, and she only takes up Star-Twine Fairy units for fodder, and some GFEs. They are very, very expensive trade. Don't recommend doing it at all if you don't have that much fodder already. But yeah, those equips are still decent enough, pretty good. And let's look at the new dark units. Well, let's look at the other 2 new ones first, because they're not that impressive. This one, Poppy, Casey, she's all about utility. She's a looping shield with a looping roulette and a looping time buff also. So this is kind of like Screaming Rainbow, but you could use her in any team where you want the looping shield probably. The bad thing is obviously she's all utility, so she doesn't bring any damage to the table. And for some teams, you kind of like you want your whole team to deal damage. You don't need it, but it is nice to like maybe two shots on floors. Like if you put in this unit, and if you're running a cleric, a utility-based cleric, you're gonna have two units that are not dealing damage, and that's gonna slow you down. Worst case scenario, you might even get executed because you couldn't kill something on time. So it's kind of hard to fit in this unit. I mean, the good thing is that she has 3 different attributes, so she can help you recover SS with fire, wood, or light. Kind of wish she maybe for Rainbow maybe would have been more impressive if she had the expert multi-match super awakening somewhere, but she doesn't have it. Her equips are okay. Well, the first one is not that great. It's just Awoken Mind Clear, 4x HP, perishes by 1. Yeah, this is not that great. I guess just heal OE plus. That's the only redeeming quality that I see, and the bulk, but that's it. The second one is decent damage, decent OEs, SDR. That's always useful. Also a haste. Mass attacks for 5 turns. That's not that uncommon right now. I think the Path Cross collab, they buffed some older units that you could have like mass attacks every turn. Actually, no, I think that's also a thing already with Bastet. I think there's a Path Cross Bastet Evo that doesn't seem to. I don't remember. I don't think it's that great actually. But and there's also the Temes equip that gives you like loop mass attacks for like 35 turns or something. It's very long lasting. This is still could be useful. I don't know. I kind of don't like the lack of bulk, but it is okay. I wouldn't chase it because again, this is a fire balance equip, and again, we're seeing a lot more units with resonance or the one banishing equip, so this might not be that great at all. I would still like to get it, but I'm not gonna roll for this. Do it for the last reload, check the footer. So many in the banner you never use. Yeah, definitely wait. Maybe you'll get lucky. Let's see. And hello, Duxter. How's it going? We're just going over the Star-Twine Fairy units. This new one, she can deal some damage, but she also has the utility with those 4 Ls and T awakenings. I think her damage is probably gonna be not that great. Like I would have wished to see another like damage awakening somewhere. But if you match an L, like L's do give you damage. But yeah, post transformation, they are a double absorption voider on a fortune cooldown with a possible big shield. You do need a recovery buff, and there's not that many great ones, and enemies could always interrupt you. I believe what's her face? Himmel. Oh, I don't have a Himmel duo. Let's see. That's one unit that I think of when I was looking up looping recovery buffs. The duo version has that. It does give you that 3x recovery for 5 turns on a fortune cooldown. So that's what you want to enable this big shield. Another unit actually is Toka, and she's also a waterwood unit. So actually, there's probably more synergy with her. With this one, because she does give you, if you have 2 Tokas, you could you don't have to worry about the recovery buff at all. So they do fit with that unit. The bad thing I remember, if you're using a big shield, you're probably not going to be using Rem and Ram. I guess you could, but it depends on the team, because you want to have enough bulk to survive every single turn. This is obviously Jessica's obviously for the big hits, but she will interrupt if you Rem and Ram's healed, which you can reapply every other turn. So actually, maybe it's not too bad. It's at most it's gonna be 1 turn of not having a 45% damage reduction shield, but yeah, it could be maybe useful there. I don't know. I didn't see a lot of people use this unit at all, so I don't know. I don't know if you have the slots, because Rem and Ram, you want 2 Rem and Rams, 2 other board changes, which is usually Toka or Auto for the piercing and the board, and then there's a cleric, and then usually it's the last slot would be Amelia for the cap break, And if you like, let's say you replace Amelia with this one, because she's kind of like the most replaceable, but also not replaceable at the same time in a Rembrandt team. Amelia is. If you replace Amelia with Jessica, it's you don't get that much damage output from your team. You could shift around units. You could maybe use some units from Pan Academy. Pan Academy also had a bunch of Waterwood units. You could maybe use them there, but I didn't really see that many people in JP playing with Jessica. I only saw people playing using her second equip because enemies don't void your buffs anymore. Well, they kind of do. Like I think Goten does it at Super Assault, but at least for the rest of the dungeon, like enemies don't really do voids anymore. So you'll be able to keep at least the 2 bonus combos for 35 turns. Recovery debuffs are still a thing. Like a recovery debuff is gonna override your recovery buff, so you're probably gonna lose that. But at least whenever you get combo debuff, that doesn't override combo buffs. So you'll for sure have at least those 2 bonus combos for 35 turns. It took a single player swipe, flip and learn. Oh, they didn't interrupt your cap breaks, I'm assuming, if you're doing co-op. Yeah, because then if you're using Kagura, yeah, you're gonna also lose 1 turn of auto heal. Yeah, that's definitely an issue. I mean, the second equip is also not too bad, like OE's, damage, and T. But again, water, balance type, that doesn't really matter for a lot of units. I think Shoto from My Hero Academia does need some damage and his balance type machine resonance. So you could use this one there maybe. But yeah, second equip is the only notable one that I've seen in some farming builds. For like Reinhardt for the next dungeon, I think that's where I saw it being used for a swiping build. But I feel like we've gotten a few other equips with like long-lasting combo buff. Like the one that we got recently was Tama. This one is a little harder to like get up and running right away because it is a 20 turn cooldown, but it does give you a haste. This one, it's a delay, so it's lower cooldown, but at least you don't have to overcharge other equips or stock up on more skill boost otherwise. Yeah, as to combos, yeah, it's about the same. I mean, this is 99 turns also, because often 35 turns is not enough for the whole dungeon, for the whole duration of the dungeon. But yeah, the only issues again, the cooldown basically. At least this one has damage. The other one doesn't, apart from the T, which might not be which might help. This is that, I mean, the T awakenings do come in helpful in the current title in JP, the grade 3 title, because you want to like get 5 Ts on most teams. But yeah, again, and finally the 2 dark ones. Let's look at this one first. So this is the Piercer Omnivoider. I have seen some Utsuro teams use it, but I feel like it does nothing. It doesn't do that much on the team. Apart from just being your L unit, I feel like you're better off just using Tsukuyo, because on the usual team it's gonna be you use Oboro and you put Shinpachi next to him and Shinsuke next to him. So you have your cleric, Absorption Voider, HP buff, Oboro's your looping shield, and then you have basically a free slot. And some people use this in JP, but I don't know. I feel like Tsukuyo is better there because she gives you more consistent damage. Because this unit only captures themselves for 3 turns on a 6-turn cooldown. It is more uptime on your Absorption Voider, like attribute and damage, but I feel like you could do without it. It does bring some crosses to the team. It's just basically also a stat stick in Moon Dungeons. But like Tsukuyo is also kind of similar to that, because she has Moon, I think, at least. She has at least 1 Moon. She could have the other one, Resonance. That's 3x stats instead of 2. But yeah, this one, at least with the parts gravity, that actually could come in useful for for Netherline and for other dungeons. And she gives you, she loops, yeah, 25. I guess it's essentially the same. The damage output, because it's 50 for 3 turns on a 6-turn cooldown. So essentially, if you're lasting the 6 turns on an enemy, you're kind of dealing the same damage, like 25 billion on average. But I mean, that's not how it works. Maybe Sukuyo's damage could actually guarantee a 1-hit KO or a 2-hit KO on a certain enemy, and then that could happen while Burnus is down, actually. So maybe that's gonna turn a 1-hit, 2-hit into a 3-hit, 4-hit if you don't have damage from that last sub. But yeah, that's why I don't particularly like this unit as a sub for Utsuro. Some people do run him as a leader, and then you pair them with the other dark a Star-Twine Fairy, and you make like a dark cross poison team. Because that's what you need for the leader skill to activation for this one, and it also gives you an unbindable awakening, and that's kind of needed for this one, for this unit, because if you notice they are bindable, but also Rosetta, the new Rosetta is also bindable, so she's kind of meant to be played over there also. Viable side rate, that's situationally better. Yeah, I feel like it's not that great. It's definitely not worth chasing. I'm sure a lot of people are broke. If you went for Utsuro, like and Gintoki and all of them, you might have like spent all of your stones already, and then you might not have any left over for this event banner. And I feel like you shouldn't feel that much FOMO from not getting Burnus. I feel like that's not that strong. Maybe there. Yeah, I guess if you don't have like blinds, that's definitely something you could just bring him along. Yeah, Netherline does have a lot of sticky blinds, so at least there's that for this unit. At least this is what it gives you. Gotta get ready to get the last 70 stones for maids for the new dark pair. President watched the later floors of Fairy Color. Yeah, that is something I pointed out when I was doing it on JP. Like, her damage output is not impressive. It's under 300 billion, and some leaders right now are doing like 400 billion per turn, or even more. That's why it's not worth to go after Rosetta. If you missed out on her last year, don't think that she's on the same level as she was before. And let's see, the equips are okay. I mean, I mentioned Dark. Obviously, there's a lot of units. I mean, Dark Devils is a very common combination. Dark Physical is also kind of common. So these will give you like at least a resonance activation. The first one doesn't add that much damage to the table if you're doing Utsuro, because everyone's playing Utsuro if you're playing Dark. But if you want the cross, this is a decent equip, because you also get blind. Oboro has blind already, but I guess yeah, if you want Tate SDR, it's not too bad. It doesn't haste, which that's something you might need for Utsuro teams. Second one, it is at least a haste, but maybe the cooldown is way too high, because Utsuro needs 22 skill boosts. He doesn't bring any skill boosts to the table, so it's really hard to get him up and running. You probably won't even be able to get this one up and running on a unit, because it's a little hard to meet the requirement. But for other teams, like, yeah, this doesn't have a dark sub attribute awakening, so you could use it in any other team. Just if you need the force skill boost haste, it's not too bad. Like, decent OE coverage also. It's nice. It's a nice thing to get. If I were to get this unit from a free roll, I would just probably turn it into that equip and see whenever I'll use it. I mean, maybe the second equip too. But again, I feel like could be a decent Utsuro sub, but I feel like it's not needed. It's definitely not needed. And then this unit, which is a BGM that you cannot purchase, you have to roll it. That's usually the case with in-house 5-star seasonals, like Mystics. Like, Yukin is the BGM. You can't buy it. This one's obviously better. This is kind of like because it's supposed to be like bait also. This is sort of like a dark Fern, because it's a 1-turn cooldown unit that gives you orb gen and also cap breaks himself. It is worse Fern because Fern does 25 billion. This one does it for 20. I guess it was supposed to balance the fact that this unit gives you heal and I guess poison orbs, which you do need to activate this unit's leader skill. Still weird to see a BGM when it's 2.5. I guess that's not too bad. But yeah, I'm not gonna gamble going for it. I do like, I don't like the base per se, but I do like the equip. Yeah, I guess, yeah, at least they didn't lower the pull rate compared to the other 6 stars. I guess at least there's that, but I don't recommend chasing for it. But yeah, good damage multiplier, but it's still bindable if you notice. So it's like you have to worry about that. But the only team that I've seen this unit being used is when paired with the other one that we just saw. So that way you don't have to worry about being bindable, but you will have to worry about overcharging them, which is it's not too bad. You could maybe put the banishing equip on them. Use that banishing equip on them because if you notice the base transformation cooldown is 4 turns, and then you can probably haste back up to transform into the first actually transform. It's not. Yeah, it doesn't seem that difficult to do that. I first thought maybe the cooldown was gonna be like the usual like 20 turn cooldown, but it being 4, it's okay. I mean that's needed for this unit, I guess. It's always hard to like transform a unit and then overcharge an equip to banish it. Maybe to try bait. Yeah, this is kind of bait. Cards to play them together. Yeah, I mean, I cannot forget the usual setup, but yeah, you definitely want to have this one as one of the leaders. I think I maybe seen up to people running 2 of this unit, but maybe you could pair with a friend, and then you put those 2 units, Burnas, in between Dark Rosetta, the new Evo, to cap break them. And then you probably are gonna need the Narumi duo for the big shield cap break. Not the cap, for the big shield and cleric. And then something else. Probably, I mean, do they still? No, you don't need to. I was gonna say probably Armageddon, but no, you use the new unit for that. For the Omni Void. And then yeah, the equip is the one that caught my attention. The second one, the first one, I gets 4 skill boost, 3 skill delay, 3 turn delay with 35 billion. It could be good for farming, just for the 35 billion cap break for everyone. I wouldn't chase it for this one. I would chase it maybe for the other second equip. But even chasing, maybe, yeah, I can't really say it's worth chasing. It is good, but I don't know. Where will you actually use this? I guess you could overcharge Oboro. I mean, on Oboro and also on Utsuro, you could overcharge Utsuro. It's not too bad if you want more part break. But with Oboro, you don't need to do a banishing equip because he also has resonance. So you could just put a dark devil physical or attacker, I forget, equip on them with like a BDP or levitate. So Utsuro has more options, but this could be okay on Oboro. Yeah, 3 turn haze. It's not bad. And 2 part breaks, 10C. That's pretty good. But yeah, I don't see where you would desperately want this. You could always use some other thing, like there's Yura equip, or for Oboro, a lot of people do use Pan Academy Chronos. There's New Year Metatron. That's like banishing levitate, so it's a bigger damage boost. It is missing the part breaks though. So that is one thing to note. It is good. I would like to get this, but I'm not gonna chase it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Well, there's a new Descended. This one actually has a mess of awakenings, but this is actually pretty good for the new expedition mode, because for the war one specifically, because that's when the Woodrows come in helpful. But when I first started in JP, I thought maybe this could be useful for Gintoki, because Gintoki, if you're not running the attribute Boy Latent, you could run this unit, and also the +3 combos helps you when against combo boy shields. Because yeah, if you're using Kagura with Evo Gintoki, you automatically hit 10C without by just swiping. But sometimes you get like 12 combo boy damage shields. So that's when you run this one. It also loops. It's not too bad, but you could get the bonus combos beyond equip. But this could be useful there. At the very least, it definitely keep one. You don't need to max scale it for expedition mode. You just need to awaken it, and that's just pretty good for that. He's bait for real. The Inky, yeah. I mean, I think I have it on my. I mean, we could, because I just downloaded that image. Oh, I have it right here. Yeah, I'm sure some people are being baited by the by the image alone. Let's see. You can also do power break on that Lancrosa dungeon. This you exchange 50 gems for this equip, which it doesn't really seem that great, but if you're farming it, might as well get it if you want to. You can't use equips for expedition mode, so this one doesn't really do much. Yeah, when you see a random mess of awakenings, those can actually be good for expedition mode. I think some of the hunter, female hunter, the water one. Yeah, basically the multiplayer boost awakening is multi-boost is good for some of the expedition modes. Yeah, the rows are also useful. I think Killer 7C are just for damage, but yeah, you also want like resist awakenings, like Jammer Resist. So yeah, some of the old units have like a mess of awakenings, but they're actually decent for expedition mode. And hello, Professor. How's it going? You like the pose fishes also? Yeah, it looks cool. Like I would definitely want to get them, but I don't know what gender they are. But yeah, I mainly like just the equip. Yeah, let's see if I get lucky. I opened my free roll from the login stamps earlier. I got, I think, Merrill, but I did the quest rolls, and let's see if I actually get. So this one could be a Pantheon. This one's guaranteed to be a fairy. Let's open the one on the Super Catfish first. Let's see if I get lucky with the units here. You don't want, yeah. The new dark units are 6-star, so you don't want to see actually them growing. Which, yeah, this is whatever. Yeah, I just finished basically, Professor. You got here just at the end. But the TLDR is don't bother planting stones. I don't think it's a good idea. All right, this is a guarantee Star-Twine. I don't want to see any growing. Hopefully it's one of the new ones, the dark ones. It's not growing. It's not new. Oh, I didn't mention this equip, but this one's a pretty good one. Again, might not be that useful because of resonance, because this is a fire devil. I don't think there's that many units with that typing that have resonance right now. But yeah, this is still pretty decent because it's a haste SDR with 7C plus and some bulk. This is actually a pretty good equip that I forgot to mention. Like I think when I originally was planning on making a video, I did have this one. Like I was gonna skip a bunch of them, but I was gonna point to this one because it's still really good. Like the SDR is really useful. All right, that was underwhelming, but that's what I expected. Let's look at my alt. Did I open that login stamp? I think I did, but I don't think I got anything interesting. Actually, I think I got the the Gale Cloud boss. So I guess I don't have to do that dungeon 200 times, which I wasn't going to do at all. All right, let's do the free roll then. The first best roll. I don't even know what I want on my ult. I mean, I definitely want the new units, but outside of that, oh, dupe. At least it's the first one. I can make this equip. Oh, I need to farm these watering cans. That's annoying. But at least I have this. Maybe I'll use it. Honestly, probably not. Because there's so many units I'm using with resonance, or you want a certain like light sub attribute, dark sub attribute. But yeah, at least it's new. All right, and then guarantee Star-Twine unit. Let's see it. Don't grow. Give me the new people. Okay. Nope. I'm pretty sure I have this. I have a bunch of these. Didn't even mention this one because it's kind of whatever. One turn haste, fortune cool, 4 skill boost, I guess. Recovery, some damage, team recovery, delay. Delays don't tend to be that great. And this is a Pierce, I think? Unmatchable. It's like an indirect way to get rid of that debuff if you don't match fire orbs. Cap break is only for 2 turns. I don't know where I would even use this though. Also in transformation it delays. Yeah, that's kind of whatever. Underwhelming. All right, so we're done with Star-Twine. Let's check out the current super catapult in JP, which is it Path Cross or Path X? Because the anime is called that, but then I see some people on their name they have Cross or X. But I think that's the other Path anime. Or this is called Path Battle. Anyway, it's the 10th anniversary for this IP of GunHo. Let's see, do they have the name here? Yeah, Path Cross. I think that's the name of the anime. Maybe I don't know if they changed it for the English localization. Maybe they did. Yeah, there's a current Super Gap-Fest. I didn't stream when GunHo Collab was announced, but there are some notable things. I guess I could quickly look over them later. There's basically like a weaker version of Utsuro. It's like a combination of Utsuro and I guess Reinhardt, maybe. Yeah, this should definitely come to NA, I think. There's like no way. And like I mentioned, there's a few seasonal units, event units, and that's why Milia? She got buffed. Because yeah, now she does 25 billion, but this is gonna come in like 4 months. Yeah, 25 billion, and when the enemy is wood, the cap rate is 2.5x instead of 2x. So she can deal up to 62.5 billion. A bunch of other buffs. I mean, too bad there's no round 1 Gene Tonic here. Because that banishing L equip with 2 power breaks is really useful. Only Kurotobi's here. I mean, the equip isn't too bad, but it does give you a water sub attribute. Kind of don't like that. Yeah, let's look at the rest of the lineup. What's her name again? It's interesting. She comes fully Evo on this form. I know some people when Ancient Dragon, I think, came around, they forgot to get the Evo tickets that were like time limited. Oh, Hyren, yeah. Hyren, at least she comes out in this form. I don't know where people would use her right now, but at least she comes fully Evo on this form. Because I remember seeing some people like complaining or asking if you could trade the tickets. I don't think the tickets were exchangeable also to Evo into water, the water Evo. Yeah, round 1 Milk is also here, which is a decent equip also for Utsuro teams. It's a banishing BDP with barrel and dark sub attribute. Yeah, it doesn't haste. That's the unfortunate part. I don't know why they didn't run the other new Star-Twine Fairy. I think they were trying to debate people thinking it was the new water one, Jessica, because we got this one. I don't know if did they get buff? I don't think so. I mean, let's see. Where is one? 7C BDP plus 3 team recovery. I'm just looking at the awakenings. Cloud. I don't think he got buff. Doesn't seem to me. Some units get like leader skill buffs and they kind of don't matter. I remember Eva Pan Academy Eva. Her only buff was like the transformation leader skill gives you like 8 extra recovery versus the 7 extra recovery that she gives you now. But nobody's using this unit as a leader. So yeah, a bunch of these units got meaningless buffs. Yeah, I saw a lot of people complaining about Gene Tonic not being here. But yeah, they just keep doing Super Catfest with like some exclusive units. Wait, actually, does this one have? Yeah, there's a few new units. Yeah, this one. And the new Kurotobi. This one gives you the water row badge. So it seems like we are gonna get like a badge for every type now. Now there's a scroll bar on the badge selection. But yeah, getting that dark that Kurotobi reskin Pathcross unit gives you this badge, which gives you 10 million FUA, 1 combo, and 2 extra recovery and 2 extra attack. You gotta get Lance. And there's also a 4 attribute badge, which is what, 10 million FUA? 10 million FUA, 3.5 X attack, 2 bonus combos. No, Nikin is not there, unfortunately. So that's something, yeah, I'm pretty sure I checked that also. Seems like I will be rolling a decent amount on the Madoka Super Catfest if we do get it, hopefully, because of Nike. But yeah, only the other 3 badge units are here. Actually, this guy is here. He came out with Nike, so, but I think it's because this unit hasn't been in a Super Catfest as of late. Because they keep putting Nike and the other one, Hygia, in the lineup. Because this one gives you the cat type badge. No, Jet, I basically did the review earlier on the stream, but the TLDR is don't bother spending stones. I don't think it's a good idea. Let's see. Like, just to make sure, I'm trying to make sure I didn't miss Nike, but yeah, I don't see Nike at all. Yeah, I don't know if I would roll here. I have a few stones because I basically skipped GunHo Collab on JP. I don't think I want to spend them here though. I mean, what do I have? I definitely don't have some of the units here. But do I even want them? I do have a neutral team, but I don't like the fact that this equip doesn't hate. It is nice, like Banishing Barrel, BDP. Yeah, there's Pantheons here too, unfortunately. Is your team bad if you don't have any badge? I mean, Reinhardt could use almost any. Because if you don't have the attacker badge, which is what most people run, you could, depending on your team, you could maybe run the balance badge if you want to get Saria to do more damage. And if anything, you could just run the 15 attribute badge. I mean, 15% HP, team HP badge. That's still really good on Reinhardt because he as long as you put like a damage awakening on everyone, you should be fine. When it comes to the BDP badge for Utsuro, you really do want it because it does ensure that you get 10C guarantee by just matching one BDP. But it's still possible to play without that BDP badge. You just have to manually match combos. The dicey thing with him is going to be you try Utsuro. Yeah, you definitely want the match for that. So you just match the BDP and you're done. Otherwise, you need to match 3 other combos. Yeah, just hope that you get the Bramble in some other Super Gathas, hopefully. Ooh, you too, casual watcher? That sucks. Yeah, at least now you can save until Madoka. I'm pretty sure Bramble is in the lineup. And you can get Nika too if you don't have that. But yeah, the pull rate is still pretty bad. 1.5, that's insane. It's a 10 Magic Stone Super Gathas. So it's still really hard to get. I mean, they did gifted one random one. I don't know. Yeah, they should have done you could choose your own. Because yeah, I haven't been able to make some specific builds with Reinhardt because I don't have the attacker badge. I definitely would have chosen the attacker badge if I could. Because they also gave us a free Bramble or the other. Yeah, it was random again. Because I remember I got Snowtia. And the other one is the 5 attribute badge. Which, I don't know. I feel like Snowtia's badge, the L badge, is not too bad. Is this 10 stones? They should be. Yeah, it is 10 stones. But yeah, Bramble on release, we didn't really know about Utsuro. At least in JP. So we didn't know that was the one to want. Because at that point in time, it was like there was no clear winner out of the L badge, 5 attribute, or BDP. But yeah, obviously after Utsuro, you definitely want the BDP one. I mean, let's look at the path cross units then. Did I talk about these units? These new GFEs? We did see it on stream. They only showed the art, but it kind of sucks that this Amaterasu duo is a haste unit. I think I might have seen people use them amongst Madoka people because that is a haste system. But yeah, it sucks that this is 7-turn cooldown for a cleric. If you just run them in a non-haste team, the cooldown is just too high. Yeah, it removes unmatchable, awoken bind, 6 extra coverage for 14. Now that's interesting. Could always get debuff or voided. But yeah, 7-turn cooldown is just too insane. The equip is also doesn't look that great awakening wise. 4 scale boost, SDR, heal E plus, reduce damage 7th rune, 50% damage reduction shield, and charges by 2. Yeah, doesn't seem that great. Yeah, the current Super Gathas gives you the 4 attribute badge. There's a unit that gives you the 4 attribute badge, and there's also a water row badge. So we're probably gonna see a row badge for each attribute. Maybe we'll also get eventually the bicolor badge. I don't know. Which other badges could but yeah, it seems like we're gonna get a badge for each damage awakening. TPA badge still feels more. Yeah, I haven't really had the need to use it, but I mean TPA comes around every so often in the meta. Like right now, the only one that kind of cares for it is the Kubakugo, and that's it. But TPAs always like they show up in the top tier leaders from time to time. Yeah, bicolor definitely it's gonna take a long time. I was just thinking of other attributes that you could maybe do a badge for, because I mean, which other awakenings are missing? I was thinking for Elmina they might have done, they were gonna do like a cross badge, but they didn't do that. Bicolor, bicolor, a brick. Yeah, they could do a brick grow, a brick badge, a taco. Yeah, like a fire taco, water taco, and so on badges for those for each attribute. Yeah, I guess that's it. Just rows and tacos are like that's 10 badges right there. 7C. I don't know if they would do that for those. I mean, it could happen. I feel like just because most of the units they tack on 7Cs and 10Cs already. So I feel like maybe they wouldn't do a batch for those awakenings, but it could always happen. Imagine that Expel multi-match badge. Barely any people bother with this, but all the top players, I don't know. I don't know if you guys have seen people play with Expel multi-match, but it's pretty nutty. Because you have to match 5 attributes in 5 seconds. And sometimes they even do like 2 Ls or something on the same board. That it's pretty insane. Yeah, I don't think yeah, it's a new awakening. I don't think they would do bicolor and Expel multi-match anytime soon. But could happen. It could happen. Jammer and Poison. Yeah, they haven't done much with Poison and Jammer blessings. I can't even remember the last few units that we got with those awakenings. Also heal BDP. That's an awakening they could do. It's gonna be annoying to play because at least for Uturo, you match a dark BDP, you deal damage. For this one, you're gonna have to match a heal BDP and then at least another attribute for damage. But yeah, they could always do L. I mean, hard L. Normal FUA. To like incentivize, because even though this is only 1 million FUA, is it 1 million or 5 million now? I see a 50 there. It's pretty low right now, but I guess to incentivize people to manually match BDP FUA, because the leaders would like all the good ones tend to have like decent FUA by themselves. But yeah, at least to incentivize, it could give you more bonus combos or something. For that core badge. Yeah, it is a shield break. Yeah, just 20%. Yeah, this is full, no? Heal BDP? Oh, 50%. It's not even full. Full shield destruction. Oh yeah, but it does stack. Okay, yeah. Yeah, bicolor is just too strong right now because yeah, 50x attack. I don't think they would come out with the patch anytime soon, but I mean it could happen because we have tricolor, 4-color, 5-color. We don't have T yet. We don't have cross. We have BDP. We have PPA. No cross, no T, and now we have water row. Also, is there another one I'm missing? I don't think so. But yeah, what remains is cross. Well, the ones that I think are more likely cross T. And I think that's it. Well, obviously all of the other attributes for rows. I guess maybe next we'll see Taco if they're just doing new badges. Maybe we're not gonna see like, for example, we're not gonna see Woodrow on the next Super Gaffes. It might be like a Taco. But yeah, let's look at the units then. So we saw the new GFEs, the new duos. Well, we didn't see this one. This one I've seen some people use, but I think it's also haste unit. 7 turns. Oh, it gives you AoE? Area of effect? Actually, let me look it up on Sandbot. I have it up, right? Yeah. Let's go on JP. Oh, maintenance? I guess we're not checking that. Because we're not checking salmon right now. Okay. The equip. 4 skill boost, 10C SDR. Is it a haste? It seems like it is. 2-turn haste. I mean, it's okay for that. 6 effective skill boost, 10C SDR, some HP. 4 turns, cap rate is 30 billion. Void's attribute and damage absorption. It's okay. But this is pretty decent. But yeah, I forget on which teams I've seen the Loki Fenrir duo being used. But I've seen it used a lot. Not even a lot more, because it's not even that many times I've seen, but I've seen Loki being used in more teams that I've seen the Amaterasu duo being used. Okay, let's see other units. So this is the unit, the Kurotobi unit. What's your name? Lance. Actually, let's look at the exchange. Can you change? This is GunHo Collab. Is it here? Is Lance here? I'm not. I see this one. Oh wait, that's Horus, right? Yeah, that's the Horus Evo. Yeah, I don't think they're exchangeable then. Because I wanted to look at their like super awakening and stuff. Actually, the other page here, this one, yeah. Okay, Lance, he's double moon, so he's good for Netherline and Crimson and dungeons like those. But it generates 10 of each of those attributes. Charges by 2, transforms, gives you 1.4x EXP and more plus points. That kind of sucks. I guess it's just for XP farming, possibly. Utsura is 1.5 for reference, so this is not that impressive, but this could probably tackle endgame. It has the new acceleration awakening. We haven't seen it in NA as of until we get Conan, which should be somewhat soon, probably towards the end of the month. But yeah, this one gives you a 30x multiplier every 3 floors. So eventually on floor 15, you get a 150x multiplier. So the damage is a little low until you get to like the 3rd floor, or maybe the 6th floor. It depends on the rest of the awakenings. You definitely want like levitate on these units. Yeah, yet another opportunity to save up stones. There's also some bait for Reinhardt, and I think, is it just Reinhardt? Yeah, and for Evo Gintoki, and that's it. Definitely not worth chasing. At least the bait, the Reinhardt bait, you could buy 1 copy, but I feel like it's probably a waste of money because it's not that broken of an equip. And if you want to use the unit, you have to like have 2 at least. Yeah, let's look at 1 turn cooldown, active skill, heals for 20%, damage cap rate is 25 billion. So this is like burn because it also gives you 7 water orbs. So same damage as burn, but if the enemy is wood attribute, the cap rate is higher. So 62.5 billion damage possible against wood enemies, but that damage is gonna get half, so it's like 31.75. But doesn't give you any heals. He does auto heal. I don't know. People are gonna run like 2 because only 20% auto heal is not that impressive. It's not enough to survive in most dungeons. You match 5 water orbs. So yeah, if you're again in 5x4, a row is 5 orbs. So okay, that's good. At least it didn't make it 6 orbs. You can damage it, and you also don't need to match a row. You could just match a column or even a cross to just reduce damage if you don't want to deal damage. Because you do a row to deal damage. So you could like kind of stall that way, like with Utsuro. With Utsuro, you match a blob just to reduce damage, and then you match a BDP to reduce damage and deal damage. But yeah, as for combos, 15 billion. So you still need at least one other combo if you match a row. If you double lead with lands, that's gonna be 9 combos. So you'll probably match heal, I guess. I don't know who are people are going to be using with this guy. There's another water unit, but is this a farmable? Oh, this is a looping auto heal. Okay. Oh, yeah. So Lance's auto heal happens right away. So you could run an auto healer because that effect lasts for a few turns. This one, it happens instantly, so it'll be the auto heal plus this 20%. So I guess, yeah, you are meant to use an auto healer, but isn't this a farmable unit? I don't know. Destroys all orbs, destroys 1 shield. I'm thinking it's a farmable because there's no evil, there's no awakening. Assist evolution or some other form. Because also on the Super Gathas we only saw Ace and Lance. And it has 2 equips. Okay, let's look at this. We'll find out where that guy comes from later. So water sub attribute, bunch of rows, 2 TPAs, change the top and bottom horizontal rows to water, and then recover. It's a cleric, destroys 2 shields. This is good for farming with like good for farming with what's his face, with Odin possibly. 2 shield destruction. There's also Chibi Odin. Wait, I don't have Chibi Odin on this account. I have it on my other account. Yeah, I think this is all of 2 shield destruction. Yeah, 2 shield destruction and Organ plus 10 combos. I mean, this is what a row is, but it does. I mean, a break is a row if you match it like a row. But I guess, yeah, this is good for farming with Odin, possibly. Maybe Namiel if you have Namiel still. Because the power breaks are also useful. And then let's look at Ace. Oh, it is a farmable? Okay, thank you. Okay, let's look at Ace. 10 cores. I already don't like that. Removes locks, gives you a rainbow board, transforms, generates 10 corpse, charges by 2. And then is it power break or XP? Yeah, power break drop rate is boosted by 1.4, and egg drop rate is boosted by 1.2. One turn rainbow board maker. All right. I mean, he's not that interesting because there's like Mashiro, there's Red 8, I think. He's on a 1 turn cooldown. And he doesn't change the full board. So you might still need to run like poison resist or jammer resist. Because what if you get some stray bombs, or if you have like a lot of lethal poisons? That could be an issue. It is missing 1 element. Oh yeah, it's missing water. Yeah, I almost didn't catch that. Okay. Yeah, because this unit gives you the 4 attribute badge. So yeah, I guess you're not meant to match water with this team. I mean, I don't like 4 attribute by itself because you can't activate guard break. And the whole thing with new enemies is that they boost their defense, and with guard break you can pierce the defense. So admittedly, I'm not a big fan of this. If they keep pushing those buffs for enemies with the defense boost, I feel like this is gonna feel even slower, because Rainbow is already slow. It's kind of like ironic, because you're matching 1 less attribute, but you're taking more time than you would if you match full Rainbow, if you have guard break. We have 1 turn board maker, except water. For 1 turn, you and the unit to your right. So it's a cap breaker for only 1 ally to 22 billion. I mean, that's decent damage. But it depends. It depends on your unit. You want someone with a high personal damage multiplier, or you could just run two. If you run two of this, place them next to each other, you want at least that third unit next to the other one to also have a personal damage multiplier that's high. So you can't really run this as a helper. I mean, you could, but you miss out on it's sort of like Isao from what's his face. What is his name? Yeah, Isao Kondo, because he also does to the right hand ally. 24 billion versus 22. But this one is 1 turn cooldown. This one's 2 turn cooldown origin. But yeah, when you match 4 attributes, you have damage, 80x attack, 4 bonus combos, 15 million FUA, and all parameters are triple for wood attribute. I mean, for dragon type. So it's 6x effective HP, which is really, is that the highest? What's Kurotobi? Chibi Kurotobi was like, was it also 6? I think it was also 6. Let's see if Sandbound is back up. Okay, let me look up Kurotobi. Oh, they were uploading the units there. Oh, let me just switch then, so we can see everything there. Okay, Sandbound's back up. JP, let's translate. At Cross. Oh, we can see everything here now. Oh, multi-roll, you get those units. Exchange, you can exchange for those units. MP shop. Oh yeah, those units got buffed. Oh, and there's a few descendants. Oh yeah, we didn't see the other one. You're right. We only saw one equipped. I thought it was only one. But yeah, this one, the banishing one, 3 skill boost as the water sub attribute. That kind of sucks. All stats, SDR, and a delay. That doesn't seem that great. I mean, for this team, maybe. Like, I don't know how meta this team is going to be. 5.88 effective HP. That's pretty high. That's higher than Uturo, I'm pretty sure. Uturo is 5 point something. High 70s maybe. Intama. Because 83, it's 83% damage reduction, right? Oh, 82, 5.56. Yeah, I'm wondering what the rest of the team is looking like. Because if they're using a farmable, maybe they're gonna get more support later on. But yeah, the effective HP is pretty high. But you cannot do one that for an auto heal team. I guess Oturo is also would have been better if he had higher effective HP. But yeah, this looks like an okay leader. But it is also tied to moon dungeons. Like they definitely excel. They definitely get a lot of bulk in moon dungeons. Yeah, it is probably just bait for the badge. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, the collab just went live, so I don't know what people are building. I'm sure there's probably some people on Twitter or on YouTube that made videos already about this. A team, maybe. But yeah, we're looking at Ace. Again, he also doesn't bring any skills to the table on the pre-transformation, so it's a little hard to transform right away. We saw this. Yeah, 6x effect. Oh, I was looking at Kurotobi. That's why I checked Sandbon. Kurotobi, Chibi Kurotobi is... Oh, it's also 6x. But he is a pure damage, pure HP buffing leader. At least Ace is damage reduction. Half damage reduction. It's not full damage reduction, but it's a little better. Especially if you're facing gravity attacks. Will there be a... I did it on this stream. If you want to rewind back, I did it at the beginning of the stream. But the TLDR is, I wouldn't bother spending stones on it. There's not a lot of support for some of the top units here, and you could get some nice equips, but I wouldn't count on it because the lineup also has Pantheons. And Rosetta is not worth getting because her damage is lacking. She can tackle endgame, but it is pretty hard especially if you don't have other notable subs for her, which tend to be Armageddon and the Narumi duo. But yeah, TLDR, I wouldn't roll on it. I would just keep saving for other future events. Let's see, the Brooch, good OEs, some damage for rainbow units, or rainbow-ish. Charges by 3. I mean, this is okay. It doesn't look too bad. But yeah, I mentioned he only generates 4 of each of those attributes except water. So that's why the Gamma Resist is there, I guess. To prevent bombs. Like stray bombs. Yeah, but it seems like we're gonna see a 6 effective HP pure damage reduction leader soon. Probably. I mean, what is that? That's 1/16.66666 trailing damage reduction. Well, it's 1 minus that. It's 100% minus that, 16. It's an awkward number to type, but maybe we'll see a unit with an with an 83.334 damage reduction later scale. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna jump to 84% damage reduction. That's a big jump. But yeah, it seems like we're getting there soon. At least 6 effective HP for pure damage reduction. Yeah, this is definitely hard to play with. At least if you bring 2, I mean, why would you bring 2? You might just bring 1 ace and that's it for your orb gen. I was gonna say maybe with 2, like you have decent healing with 4 heal OE pluses on them. But yeah, you probably just want another cleric and that's it for heal OEs. Yeah, one of them is guaranteed. The one that says fast, that one is not guaranteed to be flowers. One of them says like Star-Twine Fairy machine or something. That's the one that's only flower fairies. The one that says fast is the one that's basically a role in the lineup with pantheons and stuff. And let's see, the second equip, also banishing, 4 attribute, dragon type, all stats, and charges by 2. I mean, this isn't too bad. I mean, all of the Madoka people have resonance. Like, and those are also like 4 attribute units. So you don't really use that there because you want the bulk from resonance. Yeah, I don't think there's a lot of other units, unless maybe there's some here with resonance. I mean, self-reliance and also rainbow. Let's look at the other ones. Yeah, charge is definitely useful. I guess, yeah, you could, worst comes to worst, instead of Chronos, you put this on Oboro. Instead of Chronos. I mean, Chronos also has the all OE awakening. But yeah, you could just, yeah, for the haste at least. And then this unit, Brave X got for 6 turns, damage cap break of the leader and support character. So the helper is 30 billion. So looping 30 billion cap break for leaders, damage reduction, 40%, and then 25% gravity. Interesting. Yeah, it does depend on the rest of your team. Because yeah, positions matter. So you want units that don't cap break themselves, ideally, but then you do want certain subs that cap break adjacent or maybe just all subs. This is a cross unit though. Cross unit, I'm thinking made Ilmina, but she cap breaks herself every turn. So you're gonna lose the cap break whenever they come up. It's okay, I think. Uncap and shield and gravity. Yeah, it does maybe too much. I don't know where you would use it, but yeah, 40% is good. 30 billion is good. Also, single targeted attack. Single target gravity. So I'm thinking of Priscilla from ReZero. She's fire. At least this one's light. It depends on the rest of the team. Yeah, it does seem usable somewhere. I don't know where right now, which unit would want this. Because a lot of the top leaders right now, they do cap break themselves. So you're just gonna be wasting the cap break here. Maybe this could be good somewhere, but I don't know. At least with Kentucky, you could use that maybe. It's not water attribute or fire, but you could, if you're running dual Evo Kentucky, you can cap break them to 30 billion with this unit. Is this inheritable? You can use this as an assist actually. So instead of Hagen Asuka, you could use this unit. Because you also get the shield. Maybe you need the shield. You haven't used 100. Yeah, it's just way too annoying to get that up and running, bitches. Maybe it'll be useful some. Did I use it sometime? I feel like maybe I had to use it one time. Yeah, it's a big upgrade, definitely because of the shield. So at least there's that. But when it comes to meta teams, non-farming content, maybe this is not in high demand. Yeah, the equip is kind of like maybe a little generic, but you know, generic is nice. Because yeah, 2 team HPs, skill boost, 10C, power break, poison resist. It's also a haste. Yeah, it's a haste. Yeah, it's okay. Kind of generic, nothing too special about it. Obviously, not a good candidate for a lot of units maybe that have resonance and obviously self-reliance. I mean, Gad type dragon light. That's somewhat common. I'm only thinking of what's her face, Misaki maybe. I don't know if those units have resonance. I think those have usually the teams have a lot of Sun Awakenings, so they don't really care much for resonance. But yeah, it's generic. It's useful. Yeah, true. Reinhardt. There's always Reinhardt. He is dragon type. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, at least the skill boost alone. Part break. Poison resist, you don't care too much. You can usually out heal it, but I guess it's nice against a full poison board or something. Power break, it's always good. Yeah, this is okay to get. Yeah, they keep giving Reinhardt some support every single banner so far in JP. Let's see, Brave X Dragon for 1 turn. Oh, this is the sub cap breaker. Oh, there's a cross team I guess you could make. I guess it's thematic as Path Cross. Yeah, for this one, cap breaks the subs to 18 billion. Changes the second row from the top to light and the bottom horizontal row to heal. So second from the top is a little easier to make across. Because if you get the top row if you get the light row on the top row, you have to like bring it down. I don't know why they didn't just give this guy a fix light cross like that Freeren unit, the Dark Freeren cross farming guy. Because now you have to manually make it. I guess they didn't want to give us another farming unit, farming setup. I don't know why. It would have been nice. But yeah, this one you do have to manually match the cross. Leader skill, 82% damage reduction when you match the cross. 150x attack, 4 combos are added. 50 million FUA, gives unbindable to dragon type. Oh, this is unbindable. This is bindable. All right. Equip looks nice. SDR, it's a delay. Maybe not too nice, but levitate SDR. And it's also dragon type, light, god type. Reduces the HP of... it could be okay for farming. Even though there's light Dramon that also has a 50% parts gravity. And you don't have to carry an equip because you could just use that unit on the base active skill. So that's good for like no assist dungeons. If you're doing a dungeon with assist, I guess this one's an option. And if you don't have light Dramon, because I think light Dramon was a Grim only also. So it could be useful for parts farming. And then the Sarklia unit here, it's all about utility. It could deal damage, probably in Misaki teams, because you do match L's, and it is double sun, possibly. Eventually, it becomes a cleric with a max HP and move time increased by 1.6. So that's not bad. You do have to get through the other stages, which honestly, it's not that bad because you also get the similar enough HP buff. There's other Tamajas that are droppable, I think. This makes me think the one-touch dungeon Path Cross, the Odin and the Sonia one. I think those are, you can only get one copy. I mean, can you get them now? Probably, right? So that's the new formable dungeon that we saw. The auto healer, there's the Colosseum. Humbaba, that's the new descendant for this month in JP. Wait, can you not get the other ones? There's no quest. There's no quest associated with Path Cross. How can you get that? Oh, maybe here. Wait, where is it? Idle mode? Maybe idle mode drops them? I don't see it. Is it not available right now? Because I see the Path Cross icon there on idle mode. There's no event on their way. I don't see it. Maybe I need to restart. I forget how you were able to get that Odin Dremdra and Sonia Dremdra. It's not here. Is it not available yet? And that might be the case. Or are there... I don't see it anywhere. Maybe it hasn't started yet. I don't know. Yeah, this is free. 64 million downloads. I guess this hasn't started yet. Let me check the official site then. Path member. Path Cross. Let's see. When are the events on? Okay, login stamp. We get 2 free rolls. So units got buff. Dark Rider Brands, that's the water auto healer. Wait, where does this drop? If you clear any floor during the period, get some Mazos GHC for the 60 million commemorative reward. Oh, if you clear, where did you get it? Oh, is it like hidden? There's no quest associated, but I think it's the old way of showing quests. No. I mean, this is what I'm looking at. But this is what the Zeus Tamaja is here. And the text is saying, if you clear any floor during this period, you get it as a quest reward. Oh, wait. I guess those quests are 64 million downloads. Is it here? Oh, it's here. Oh. So you get Tsukuyomi, you get Zeus. Oh, these are time limited, so I gotta do them before the 26th and the 20th. There's something. But where can you get Odin? Because that was like the only good one. I don't remember. I don't remember seeing these. Yeah, Tamazo, X, Tsukuyomi, bunch of OEs, bunch of fingers, cleric, destroy orbs. Yeah, this is whatever. Those one is at least good for farming. 35% gravity. And if yeah, if the enemy is double tap, I think you get a big cap break, 70 billion. So conditional cap break, I mean, maybe good for farming. I kind of doubt it. Only 2 breaks. That's not a lot of damage. I mean, these are free. But Odin, this one, it's not the good one. I meant the red Odin. This one, what does it do? Full cleric, fortune cooldown. It's kind of whatever. But the fire, wait, what is it? This one? No, there's another Tamazo unit that breaks 3 shields. This one changes outer edges, fully restores HP. This is kind of whatever also. Where are the other Tamazo Ramja? Because they're supposed to be a unit that breaks 3 shields. Yeah, those are quest rewards, the Tsukuyomi and the Suze one. Maybe bonus? I think the bonus rewards were something else. But maybe, actually. Well, I was going by Sanbon. Sanbon has multi-rewards for these dragons, which I don't think they're that great. There was another unit that breaks 3 shields that I think was free. Alright, that's the Sonia, that's the Debbie one. Okay, in buffs, where are the buffs? Here are the buffs. So those are the equips. Yeah, this one, the red Odin Tamazo. This breaks 3 shields now. Yeah, destroys 3 shields. Let's look at the multi-reward then. Oh, that is bad. Maybe it is, maybe they are there, but they don't have it there on, no, they're not here. So how do you get the fire Odin Tamazo? Can you not get it? Is it a drop from the Colosseum? Maybe they don't say anything on the official site. Yeah, that might be a thing. There might be something with the Pat Raider going on that they don't have it on the website, I don't think. Because I see Jesus Tamazo, I see Sonia, I see the Debbie Mon, Debbie Tamadra. And you have to do power break on that Descended. Okay, pad battle. There's some map here. So there's some dungeons for pad battle, but honestly, I think Google Translate is not doing a good job. I don't see anything. Oh wait, Yamatsu Kami Noniko Kam. Yeah, these names are not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the Tamadra, Ice Hammer, and Hammer Troll. Let's see. Oh wait, MP? No, these are the other. These are those units here. MP shop, Athena, and them. Yeah, I'm not finding those Tamasos. The Odin and yeah, both Odins basically. It says one touch. I guess yeah, that means this mode, but I don't see details on the official website for that. Wait, actually here, 7:14 at 10 a.m. Limited appearance. Oh, yeah, that is how you get it. The one touch mode. Tamaso X Awoken Odin or Dread Dragon Stonia. Wait, is that the wood one? Tamaso X Awoken Odin. What is this one called? Oh, it's not here. Okay, you get the wood Odin and the Sonia Tamaso from one touch. But the fire one is still MIA. I don't know how you get it. If anyone knows, let me know, because I don't see any details on the official site. Anyways, let's go back to the other Tamasos. The Rem Tamasos, these you have to roll. Then you potentially didn't add them. Why did they buff him though? I don't remember how people were able to get them, but I don't think there's a way to get them, right? In NA? I think you could only get them back in the day. Maybe it was a dungeon drop, but they stopped doing that. Like I think the fruit dragons were able to be dropped at some point. Maybe Path Pass in the future. I mean, they would buff them to give them better awakenings, I would think. Because yeah, the one that concerns me is the 3 shield breaker. The buff. Let's get the buffs again. Yeah, this one. Like, it has the same awakenings as the one touch wood Tamaso that we'll be able to get sometime soon. I don't know. Oh, the 14 at 10 a.m. Oh. Yeah, what time is it in JP right now? Let's see. 12 p.m. Shouldn't it be up then? I thought it was 10 a.m. I mean, anyways, whatever. We'll hopefully they'll flip the switch soon. Let's look at the other Tamasos. The circular one, I said it's a decent cleric. Even if you don't get to the last stage, 1.4 might be decent enough. Like 1.5 is definitely like on par with other looping HP buffers. It doesn't seem that bad. Leader skill, you have to match 9 combos. That's not that reliable sometimes if you get combo debuff. But is it easy to activate? Let's see. Each time you clear, yeah, it's like circular. So you need to clear heal orbs to activate, to scale basically. It's a little hard to deal damage then. Because if you're matching too many heal combos, that means you're not matching other attributes. But yeah, basically the equips for the Tamasos, the Rem Tamasos are really good. Because I saw them, they give you light sub attribute and levitate, and they banish. I think I wanted one of these for a note to the team that I was making. Not this one, the dark one. But they're basically the same. This one gives you dragon type, heal OE plus, and levitate, light sub attribute, and it's a haste for 1 turn, which kind of sucks, but it's at least a haste. 2 would have been pretty good. 1 is still okay. The dark one, before we look at the base, this one gives you a dark taco and a dark OE. And obviously dark sub attribute, dragon type, and levitate. And it's also 1 turn haste. Yeah, this is pretty decent. I'm pretty sure this is the first banishing levitate equipped with dark sub attribute. And it's the same thing for the light one. So they're not too broken right now, but they can definitely come in useful, at least right now. Like that, this is something that I was looking for in NA recently. But by the time this gets here, we'll probably know something about some other upcoming JP equip that's an upgrade for this, or maybe not. Maybe they'll take a while releasing something better than this. But this is pretty decent bait, I would say. And this is like Circlia, 1 turn cooldown Evo. Eventually, cap break for yourself and the character you left becomes 22 billion. So it's better than OG Circlia, because the new Ordeal Circlia is only to himself and it's 25 billion, I think. This is 18 billion, but it is to the other ally. You could run this as a helper, possibly, but 7x6 leader skill means it's probably not that broken. Yeah, double type, all stats are increased to by 2.7. And when you match Attacko, you deal 20x attack. Yeah, that's not that much. That much of an attack boost. Let's see. Changes. Wait, changes heal to dark? It seems like, yeah. Okay, so it's not reliable as Circlia, because Circlia overwrites. And it gives you a fixed number of orbs. This one is not that reliable. So you wouldn't really use them for orb gen. They would just maybe mainly use it for the cap break. Unless this is reading it wrong. Let's look at this. Yeah, changes heal to dark. I think that is correct. And also 20% auto heal. Yeah, those two Tamazo are just good for the equip, I would say. And all of these units got equips. I mean, I got buffs in some form, but I don't think anything was too insane. I'm pretty sure, can't you farm these dragons somewhere? Don't they have a dungeon? Samurai Troll. Like, they definitely got boosted with their new awakenings, but they're not that great, I don't think. Maybe I missed something, but I didn't see any people in JP excited about these farmable units, or what I think are farmables. I don't know. I feel like these have been farmable. Well, I guess we could... No, we can't even tell from the MP. Yeah, these are worth 3k MP. So they could be farmable, quote unquote. Because some units that are farmable are sellable for 3k MP. But yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, you probably wouldn't even use any of them. And then you perform part break for the Devi Tamaso, whatever. Devi Tama. 6 turns, max HP is 1.5, and cap break for the unit to the left is 25 billion. Yeah, this is just good for not much, honestly. Just to cap break a single unit. I'm just thinking for farming, cap breaker, Gintoki. I guess you could use it there possibly. As long as you're fine dealing no damage with this unit. Looks like, yeah, GunHo Collab. I mean, both are honestly not that impressive, yeah. I don't know if I would roll any... I'm definitely skipping GunHo Collab. This one, I think I will do it too. Even though I would like to get those Tomazos for their equip. These units, I think they're on NA? Are they on NA? Actually, I could just toggle on NA. So we have that form. So they get an equip form, banishing equip, gives you utility OEs and delays. I don't know if anyone has this. Maybe it was obtainable back in the day from RM. I don't know. Just like with the Red Odin Tamazo, I don't know if you were able to get this before. I think probably.
Yeah, I'll try to look at GunHo Collab. I mean, there is some like bait for Evo Gintoki also, I think, but I think it's like a side grade to Gintoki because they also do orb gen on a 2-turn cooldown, and there's also a leader that can clear endgame fairly quickly. But I feel like it's a slightly worse Utsuro / Reinhardt. This unit, self-reliance with acceleration, takes button damage, but it's not even that high. Cap break to yourself and to the unit to the left, 22 billion. Looping HP buff. Cat type. It's dark TPA. This is kind of whatever. And then Apocalypse X. Base form didn't get anything, it seems. Evil form is also dark TPA. It is bindable. It's a haste unit. I mean, this banishing equip isn't too bad for TPA units. I mean, outside of these two, I don't know. Do we have any units with self-reliance with TPAs? Because 4 TPAs is a decent damage boost. OEs are always good. Haste is always good. It doesn't look like the worst equip. And I think they were available on the RAM. Izanagi and Apocalypse. Are they not? It doesn't seem like they are. Did I skip them? I don't see them. So how can you get those also? It's just like the Dread Odin all over again. How can you get those units? Let's see. Did I... Scissor Evolution... I'm looking at the official site. Exchange for Debbie. You get Zeus Tamaso. Already saw that. Sonia Tamaso somewhere from Odin. The Wood Odin for idle mode. Expeditions. Ranking Dungeon. Tsukuyomi Cup. Tsukuyomi. Yeah, Tsukuyomi Tamaso. Monster Exchange. Yeah, no idea where you get these units. Apocalypse and Izanagi. They got buffed, but I don't know where you get them. New Day for data download. Is it the one touch mode? Is it available? It's available. There we go. Oh, this is where you get them. Oh, okay, we found out. The blue Odin Tamaso, you can also get it here. You gotta wait 24 hours, though. Do I get plus points? Well, do I want to bother with these units? What are you doing here? Dorothy? I guess the 50% and above awakenings are good for this one. Really? That's the best I could do? I mean, this is at least 5 stars, right? Alright, let me expedite also. Let's see if I get any. I haven't used the speed up function at all. So I have 268. Yeah, I'm using the compasses right now. Nope. Didn't get one. Oh, you also get 9. If I'm using them anyways, maybe I should use something else. Frieren, she's already 891.
These are farmables. Do I care for that? Yeah, probably more dungeon boost at the very least. Honestly, maybe if I go all out with dungeon boost, is that 5 stars alone? Not all out, but a good amount of them. Then I could fill up the other slots with something else. That's 0 stars. I mean, who do I even want to 891? Stored by plus point. Who's close? I mean, this, sure. Ramiya, I do use you with Kintoki from time to time. This is more dungeon bush or whatever. Odin, if I ever farm more. I don't have any conditions met though. I hate doing it in JP especially. I don't like doing it in NA. But for this one I have to like translate and then look for them on the awakenings. I don't want to bother remembering. Honestly, there's not that many units I care about 891. I mean, maybe if I play Rosetta, I should do this. I already have a Kagura that's 891. I just do this one. This one. I'll autofill with something else. Click the third button, you see which ones you need. Oh, is it those on top? Oh, poison. Okay. We don't have it in NA, right? Because there's some other thing we don't have that third button in NA right now. I'm pretty sure. I just want to double check. That makes things easier. But we don't have it yet. I have to speed it up. I can't see. Okay. I'll just trust you, Elizers. Okay, so I need these awakenings. Let's go with 2 moons. And I went with 2 moons worth 891. I don't care much for these. Let's just do circle, yeah. All right. Jammer, resist. Sure, maybe I'll use Alina at some point. I need more? Oh, I need like 2 jammer resist to fulfill that. Anybody else looking good? I don't think so. Out of these, might as well do Natsuro. I mean Rosalind. That's Rosalind. Right. Poison resist. Doma. Oh, this guy's showing up because it's a good mix of awakenings for this at least. But he's already 891. Let's look. Who do I care for? No one really. You know, it's almost Halloween. Maybe she'll get a good Evo, but I doubt it. I need more? Oh, she's not awoken, that's why. Not sure. You get 120. BDP, sure, whatever. That was not enough? I need another poison? Sure. Okay, is this 5 stars? Oh, she's not 891. I mean, plus limit broken. Is still 1? Okay, I guess I need to meet the other conditions. Those are more impactful. You know what? Let's leave it up to autofill. But there's autofill and there's like complete the team.
which one is? Yeah, the top one is fills it up with the best units that you have. The remaining slots. The bottom one just empties your team and gives you the best possible team. Really, this? Well, I guess yeah. It has the full awakening. Is this 5? 1? All right. Maybe I should drop dungeon boost a little bit. Oh. Fill it up. Really? We're in. Oh, OLOEs. OLOE awakening. And this bear. For poison? Ah, whatever. You know what? Sure, you get plus limit broken. I mean, it basically cost me nothing to do this bear and whatever her name is here. Even though she drops from the video egg machine and you can just plus limit her eventually. Let's see, I'll do it 3 more times. Speed it up 3 more times. Let's see if I get any. Oh, there we go. Oh, I might be done. I just wanted to fire one. 3 turn shield break. I mean, 3 shield break active skill. That's pretty good for farming. Do I want to bother with the other people? Because I have the wood and the water one left. I'm not gonna expedite. I'll just leave it for the remaining of the event. I'll just do it with normally. For the last season, there was someone with 5 shields, maybe. Okay, let's do it again. Like, I haven't stressed about compass compasses at all. Let's see if we get another one. Oh, Sonia. Oh, the monkey one? Yeah, I haven't done it yet. Yeah, there's Kagura also. Oh, this is the last one. This is the last expedition that I expedite. Nope, I didn't get one. Yeah, I'll just leave it at that for now. Oh yeah, aggregate with his what, 6 deals or something? Or is it even more? He was 7? Damn. All right, so we finally found out where the Odin Tommaso shows up. We looked at the units. Doesn't seem that impressive. Oh, how did I get? Plus points. I do have a free roll for that, for the super catfish. Let's see if I get anything like that, like the our Bursa's Tommaso. Was it? I think it was 7 stars. The Tommaso. So this could be it. Nope, it's this guy. Oh, I didn't get him yet. All right, at least I got the cat badge now. Oh, I have most of the badges on my JP account, I think. Oh, I don't have the healer one. Yeah, free badge is good. I couldn't get the 3 attribute because it was way too much fodder. And yeah, the other ones are collab badges. 4 attribute is the one from this one, just like with the row. But yeah, I got all of the other badges, the type badges, at least, except healer, which healer one is never that great.
Let's see. I guess we could look at GunHo then. There was only like 5 new units. This unit is like similar to Gintoki. Will Sriracha get the TBA badge? Yeah, me too. Even though it hasn't been on high demand right now, but I definitely think it will be soon. But yeah, this transformation unit, it's basically like Gintoki almost. You make a system with the transformation one, and it gives you the HP buff by 1.7. Cap break to you and your right hand ally to 30 billion, and it gives you 6 fire orbs and 4 water and 4 heal. I don't know if this overrides. I haven't seen. I know it can clear endgame. I've seen some clear screenshots, but I don't know if this overrides. It's 14 orbs. I would hope it does, but I feel like it doesn't. Usually you want like the override orb override active skills, like they have to generate at least like 20 orbs or so. So this being 14 makes you think it probably doesn't override. So if you get too many heal orbs or too many water orbs, you might not be able to activate the fire row. And this one, you connect 6 water orbs, 6 fire orbs to reduce damage. And thank you, Adopted Spoon, for the YouTube stop. Welcome to the stream. What's the good hits from this collab? Do you mean an A or JP? Because JP, we have GunHo Collab, and there's a Super Gaffest. But if you're talking about NA, Star-Twine, there's like nothing. NA, yeah, Star-Twine is I feel like it's completely skippable. Yeah, because I'm going over the JP stuff right now. But I went over the notable units that I thought was not. I don't think there's a lot of uses for them, but I did try to go over the somewhat notable ones at the beginning of this stream, if you want to look at it. But the TLDR is that I think it's not worth rolling here, and you could just skip this event. Like there's some nice equips here and there, but I don't feel like it's worth chasing. But yeah, the Chibi one, yeah, I saw the Chibi one is also, people were talking about it. The Chibi, what is this? Anera? Yeah, Chibi Anera. But yeah, I mean, the transforming one looks okay. So it has self-reliance. So yeah, you do have to overcharge it and then banish the equip. 20 skill, 20 transformation, 20 turn transformation cooldown. Oh, I didn't even mention the Star-Twine MP unit. I do think it's really good to get, because even if you don't use the base one is still a decent cap breaker for fire, but she does have a haste levitate equip. Not a lot of units care for like fire attacker. I forget which other type it is for the typing, but a haste levitate equip is still really nice. I do recommend getting one, definitely. I mean, I guess I'll show it. Because what else does it have? It's I know for sure it's a haste, and that's always useful. But yeah, actually, I did forget to mention Liana, because you could also use this unit with Gintoki. It's not the best unit to use because you need to have 6 fire orbs, and Gintoki he won't generate. He's not gonna guarantee 6 fire orbs in 6x5 like a normal board. You will have to like run a 7x6 setup to like actually activate this, but it's still a decent cap breaker and looping shield for fire. Like if you're still using Valentine Noah, that's okay for that. If you're getting the new Cosmic Shiba Dragon, which I feel like it's maybe too much of an investment, but if you're for some reason getting that, this is also a good cap breaker for that unit. But yeah, the both equips do have levitate OEE. The second one is the one with the haste, and also the long auto healer, long lasting auto heal that could be useful for farming setups. Yeah, definitely could be useful with Gintoki, but yeah, just generating guaranteeing 6 fire orbs is not the easiest unless you do the swapping setup or something. But yeah, I definitely recommend getting one if you haven't gotten it before. Like, I have one from before, and I think I'll be fine with just one. I'm pretty sure I just have it as the second equip. I've used it from time to time. I haven't really used the base form at all that much. But yeah, back to this. Yeah, this isn't a little annoying to transform and then overcharge with the banishing equip. It is doable. They would rather have like a levitate banishing equip, maybe. Those are a little bit rare, but there's like Metatron in them, New Year Metatron. There's also the Grimoire 5 million MP unit, but it's a little hard to overcharge those because they have like a 6-turn cooldown. So you have to transform and then overcharge, like at least get 8 effective skill boosts basically. The head just comes from 80% and 83% damage reduction shield, only need to match fire, and without activating awakenings. Yeah, that is decent. Yeah. The problem is no recovery boost. Yeah, it doesn't have recovery boost. Blue Eyes is fine. Bonus combos is fine. I mean, you're gonna be hitting 11C every turn because you're gonna want to match the row. Might as well match the water, and well, you're gonna need to match the water for the later skill damage, and obviously healing. So that's at least 11C. Not as mindless as Gintoki, but it does have a higher ceiling for content because this is an actual like in-game leader apart from the recovery. I guess you could use an auto healer maybe with this team. I don't know. I've seen some people tackle the new grade 3 title with that, but with this unit. But I don't remember. I didn't check out the video to see how easy the team looked to play, but you basically are gonna need to match at least 3 combos, one of them being a row. Chibi, Utility Cleric. Yeah, let's look at the Chibi one. At least this one is way easier to overcharge with the banishing equip because it's not transforming. But yeah, matches. It's a Cleric for 4 turns, boost auto heal, and it changes the board to that. 4 turn boost recovery, I mean, and it gives you a board. So this solves the solution because the leader can't overwrite, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I know this is exchangeable, and I was thinking, I remember on the first day of the collab, I was like, should I exchange for this for Evo Gintoki? But the recovery buff is not really needed because you're getting you're auto healing with Kagura basically. As a cleric is not that bad, but they do need a cap breaker because they can deal damage in a Gintoki team possibly. Yeah, they do expect you to get 3, yeah. That's a lot of trading. Because let's look at the needed fodder. Yeah, you need 10 GunHo units. So it's like 70 stones per trade if you don't have any GunHo units from previous run. Yeah, I was debating that one for the when I saw the Chibi one, but I still felt like maybe it's not worth it. But I think I don't think it was you, sorry, like asking for a cleric for Gintoki, but I guess this could be the good one. You would just probably like either run a cap breaker like Kagura in Miya costume, or put like a long-lasting cap break equip on this unit. So they can actually deal some damage, because they could deal some damage in some dungeons with just these 2 bicolor awakenings. They might still need like levitate, at least a 10C. It would have been better if they had a damage awakening, a damage super awakening, because like for somewhat punishing super altitude, super gravity, they are not gonna deal much damage with just these 2 bicolors. I mean, Also, maybe actually. Not too bad. With self-reliance, actually. Yeah, I saw people playing with this unit. I guess we could check the salmon one. On salmon, we can see everything. GunHo Collab. So yeah, I saw the duo Danette and what's her face? Can't even see the name. It's so long. Niska, yeah, Niska and Danette. Which we do have Danette in as a reskin for Gundam, I think. It is Gundam, or is it Marvel? I think it's Gundam. But I think this is the first Danette that JP is seeing. This is gonna be the second Danette we'll see in NA. But yeah, I have seen people use this in even an Utsura team. You could use this in an Utsura team, but you could also use it with the new I think it's a BGM, right? Oh, it's not a BGM? It's RAM only? Oh, that sucks. You have to pull this. This is a pretty strong leader. It's I don't think it's to the level of Utsuro and Reinhardt, but some people do put her up there with them too. I kind of disagree because she doesn't really tackle an important mechanic with her active skill. Just like Utsuro, he kind of does it indirectly by being a BDP unit. This is basically just Origin and auto heal and cap break. I mean, at least there's that. The damage output it's kind of high, 33 billion for leader and helper. So with the system of this, you get constant 33 billion cap break for each unit. Whereas essentially for Utsuro and Reinhardt, you do 25 billion every turn. With this one, you do 33 billion every turn on both leaders. So this is more damage, but it doesn't deal with an important mechanic like damage absorption or BDP shields. It does give you Origin, 6 of each. You could match a row, but you could just match a blob because the leader skill only calls for 5 Dark Corps. 83% damage reduction is also higher effective HP than Reinhardt and Utsuro. So that's like that's a point on this unit's favor. But you do need to match Jammer Orb to like actually deal damage. So 6, usually pair each of them together. So that's gonna be 6 bonus combos. Plus 1 dark combo, that's 7. So you still need to match 3 other combos. So it's not as mindless as Reinhardt, because Reinhardt, you do a row, and then 1 combo, which is usually heal, and that's 10C. Utsuro, BDP with the BDP badge, match a BDP, you hit 10C automatically. This unit, you have to match 1 dark blob, basically, could be a row, and then a jammer combo, and then you have to match 2 other combos to hit 10C. Yeah, let me look at Niscan a little bit. Yeah, that is, yeah. I do keep seeing them. Thankfully they are exchangeable, but I feel like they're just like side grades to other stuff. So yeah, let's look at. I mean, yeah. This is a strong leader, but it does require a little bit more work. It is mindless in a sense that you only need to match 5 Dark Corps in any shape. So even with Reinhardt, like with Reinhardt, you kind of have to stress a little bit to match an actual row. With this one, not so much. And then 25 million FUA, that's pretty good. Yeah, just the combos that are a little lacking on this unit. Also, this is kind of like tied to Moon Dungeons. Not so much. It's only 1 Moon Awakening on the Super Awakening. But yeah, this is a strong unit. I thought it was a BGM, but it seems it's just RAM only. So getting this 2 of this, if you want to stealth pair, it's gonna be really, really difficult. The equip is a delay, not that great, but it is a 30% gravity, levitate. It's not too bad. It is Dark Devil type physical attacker. That's pretty much all the types of all of the Utsuro sub. So they could be useful there, but it sucks it doesn't have dark sub attribute, because like Phyllis, Pinpachi, Tsukuyo, all of those units, I'm sure there's more. I think Puccina, I don't know if they have Levitate, but let's assume they don't. They still want to change their sub attribute to dark. So this is not that great in that aspect, but it can activate resonance on a bunch of somewhat notable dark units. Yeah, let's go back to that duo again. Yeah, the base form is the looping piercer and HP buff, right? Max HP and move time. And damage absorption and attribute absorption. Oh no, it's looping HP and damage absorption and attribute absorption. So double absorption voider. This is what I see using. You could also use it with Utsuro. This is your double absorption voider instead of Shinsuke, because the next endgame titles in that we'll see in an A after Netherline, you want constant bulk from like looping shield and a looping HP buff, or maybe just one of them at least. So this unit is good there for the looping HP buff, and obviously you're gonna need absorption voiding at some point. But this is obviously good with, what's her name again, Morgan, because it's also a dark grow unit. Double power break, they can deal a decent amount of damage, especially with 6 10Cs. That's a lot of damage. Could be also be a sun unit, double power break, not too bad. It's a pretty good double absorption voider. Like consolidating roles into one unit is always good. So looping HP buff, double absorption voider, that's good in it of itself. And yeah, you could always turn her into light attribute with Serie for Reinhardt also, but this one only brings essentially damage absorption void. I mean attribute absorption void to the table. Because Serie also already handles HP buff, and Reinhardt does damage absorption. So it doesn't really do much in a Reinhardt team. It works better with Utsuro. The Chibi one, yeah, the Chibi one is probably the piercer. So if you don't have Athena, Valentine Athena, or Shakumon, or other options, you could always use the Chibi one. Because this is a looping piercer, that's also an auto heal. Kind of not needed with Reinhardt, but if you're doing a unit with super altitude, maybe that means you don't have to worry too much about having like a lot of team recoveries and heal OEs. Because you have the 80%, 40% auto heal there. Yeah, this one gives you a roulette with those colors, and then clears Awoken Binds. Another out to Awoken Binds is always good, especially for the newer leaders that you need to activate a certain awakening, like Utsuro is BDP, Reinhardt is Ro. You don't need it for Morgan and them, but it's always good because a lot of times you might not have enough bulk while Awoken Bound to survive. So you want to recover it anyways, even if you can activate your leader skill damage reduction without awakenings. But yeah, this is good. Definitely, I feel like it's bait to get you to get 2 maybe, so you can run both of them in a team. I mean, the good thing is that they are exchangeable. But like, let's say for Utsuro, you could run Echidna for the looping HP off. And then on the other slot, you could run double absorption voider. So this unit is kind of replaceable in that sense. And then for Reinhardt, a piercer, you might have other piercers that you could always turn to light with Serie. But yeah, I definitely I have seen these 2 units in Reinhardt and Utsuro setups. So they are usable. But again, it's yeah, if you have a lot of fodder from before, like I have some fodder, I have just enough if I get rid of everything here. Do I have your equip already? I mean, maybe I'll do it. I only have one of you. Oh, that sucks. I don't want to roll. Yeah, maybe you have a lot of these GunHo units and you can just make a trade. But yeah, for this one, you definitely, I mean, you don't definitely want two, but two is like the ideal amount. At least one for Uturo, because Uturo is mainly going to use the base form, and then Reinhardt could probably use this one. It should be 7 magic stones. Yeah, 7 magic stones. And then there's the other units. They're not that great. This guy's new, I think. I think he's gonna be meant to be used with the Agatha and Gara, whatever her name is, the new water fire unit. But this is just pure fire. 5 turns damage cap rate. You and ally to your left is 28 billion. It's looping, 5 turn cooldown, destroys all orbs, destroys 2 shields. It doesn't seem that bad, but I don't know which team desperately wants this. 2 shield breakers. I'm not saying it's common, but you might have both other options like Kagura. Like both Kagura versions destroys 2 shields. And there's like green Shibuya. That's like for other colors. But yeah, 2 shield breaker could be useful. It's at least exchangeable also. And this is for GFE. So somewhat accessible too. Not for me because I don't have any fodder. But let's see. Was that it for the new units? I believe it might be it. Oh no, there's 2 new ones. This one's new. Looping HP buff, attribute absorption boider, destroys 2 shields. So this is a light unit, so this immediately makes you think of Reinhardt. But like you're gonna be using Seria, you're not gonna be using this guy for HP buff. I mean, maybe for some specific builds you could use it. You maybe you don't want to use Seria, but this unit still is a cap breaker. Yes, so more like the main appeal for being exchangeable. Yeah, those other these are kind of whatever. I mean, this equip is good on Reinhardt. I mean, he doesn't need that much damage, but this can activate resonance on him. It is attacker type light. Has damage, HP restore 40%, tears by 2. I mean, might be okay on a farming setup, just for the shield and the auto heal and the haste. Yeah, well, these are rem only. And then this guy, TPA unit. You can only use it when it's below 20% HP. That kind of sucks. You need to like drop to below 20% right away to try to evo the skill. Then it becomes a 1 turn cooldown active that cap breaks to 18 billion and gives you, it's basically 1 turn cooldown condo. Because it gives you the same orbs for light, dark, and heal, and a cap break. But the cap break is for 2 allies instead of just 1. Maybe you could use it with condo, possibly. Probably not. Because light, dark TPA teams are not that great right now. I'm pretty sure this GunHo Collab does have a few TPA units. Yeah, this is light TPA. Probably is not TPA, but it could be TPA. He doesn't really care because she's Sensi. Flat. Oh, this is BDP. Dark BDP, actually. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, light TPA is in a weird place. I don't think this is in high demand, but it looks interesting. Just the fact that it's 1 turn, orb gen, doesn't seem too bad. I don't know where to use it though. Then the equip, 4 TPAs, jammer assist, SBR, drops to 1 HP, changes the board for 6 turns, disables combo absorptions, locks all orbs. Yeah, this is kind of whatever. I mean, it just also makes me think of farming setup for the combo absorption void for 6 turns. But you cannot tend to see combo void shields more often, especially for farming. So this might not be that useful. Still okay. Well, not that okay, but yeah, a bunch of the units did get buffed. I don't think there was anything notable. Let's look at Stella. Did she get anything good? I don't remember. I think she got the Sun Awakening, possibly. Yeah, she got a Sun Awakening. They remove a team HP for the Sun Awakening. They did boost her HP to 20k, but it's a team HP that if the rest of your units are really bulky, that maybe it's a bit of an L to lose that team HP there. 6-turn cooldown still. 6-turn cooldown. Carly, let's look at you. Wasn't she 7C? Oh no, she was 10C. Oh, she didn't? Did she not get anything? Oh, TPA plus on the equip. Trying to click the GunHo Collab. Okay, there we go. So I pretty much, at best, I only have one exchange that I could do. I do have Utsuro on this account. I don't know if I want to get this unit though. I do have Stella. I mean, Echidna. I do have Echidna for the HP buff, looping HP buff. Maybe I'll get this for Gintoki, for the Chibi one, for a cleric, just to have more options. I don't know. It doesn't really seem too worth it to me, because I don't have that much fodder. I don't want to pull GunHo Collab at all to get more fodder. Yeah, I might skip them. I don't know. I'll see. There's a few days left. 5 days left. Probably. Are we done with the login stamps? I think we are. Yeah, there's no more free rolls. So this is what I have right now for exchanging, and it's no good. I would have to pull, and I don't want to pull, even though there's nothing that I'm going to pull that I know of in the horizon. Well, we'll see. There's gonna be a stream next month in JP, and before that we might see something exciting. I don't know. Yeah, I feel like I'll skip. I'm gonna skip these two. I could do one. Do I want to keep BDP light attribute? That kind of sucks at the moment. But what if we get a strong BDP light BDP team? Maybe this will be good then. I feel like I should skip. All right. So that's GunHo. Looking underwhelming as well as the current Gatfest in JP, which I mean, it doesn't look too bad. Would it look better if Gene Tonic round 1 was here? It is late. I wanted to do the fixed title in JP. There's only a few days left. Where is this? Where is this? I haven't even touched it. 6 days left. Maybe I'll save it for another stream then. Because as far as I know, some people are complaining. I know for sure there's a floor where it's possible that you can't clear it. It's like an auto loss because you need to overcome a 13 combo Void Shield. And this team doesn't have that many bonus combos, so you do have to pray for Skyfall for like 2 turns. I think the team also doesn't have full SBR. I don't know how long the skill bind lasts. Maybe it's possible to stall it out if you get lucky with Skyfall, because you need to match a heal cross to reduce damage. But yeah, those are the 2 things I know about this team, like issues with this team in this dungeon. I'll just quickly enter one time. Let's check it out. I don't know what the equips do. I mean, I do know what the haste looks like. Oh, I got delayed anyways. I know for sure your orb gen, 99 turns of wood, water, Skyfall. That's Summer, Pat Island, Claudia. Full board change. I think it's the shield. This is a haste. I could haste this one. Okay, I could haste the equip. 16 billion, change the board. HP, doubles HP, 7 by 6. It's not a haste. It's a cap break for healers. I don't see the icon. Oh, water type? Water type. Destroys orbs. Oh, that sucks. My OEs. Did anyone do something with OEs? This is a shield, the equip. I already used them, so it's not gonna be up. Am I done? I need a light buff to get the nail orb. Return to, oh, maybe. I guess I just need to tank ahead. I know this is looping HP buff and cleric. I need to match at TPA for damage. Oh yeah, I didn't cap break anyone. Okay, it's a little scary to not have a cleric up, but I think I'm fine for now. Maybe I should match a mass attack. Alright, he'll get angry. Time debuff. I persist. Alright. Okay, I have no other active skills right now. I think this is damage absorption. And I think, oh, I need my cleric. Oh, GG then. Wait, do I don't have unmatchable. No. All right, so Well, I'll just try for a little bit. He also gave me a board shrink, so I guess I'm meant to overcharge this one. Use it over there on the second floor. That means I have to use these other ones though. This didn't do anything useful, I don't think. Well, let me use her for the cap break. That's some damage. I'm not gonna use that equip. I don't think I need it. Okay, we'll hold that equip. It's not a lot of damage. I might be killed. I might be done. Okay, I didn't kill at least. I want to do like a mass attack. When I'm cap broken. Let's see it. Okay, do this. Yeah, I only have Paimon. Hopefully, oh no, there's no piers. Oh, dang it. Don't kill me. It is gonna kill me. Oh, it didn't kill me. All right, so we're good at least for the second floor. This way I can expand my board and have my cleric up. Wait, am I relying on RNG to get my another heal orb here? Yeah. Oh, it's a board chain. That's good. Oh yeah, no damage absorbed. That means... Who is it? Is it Themis? No, Themis is the shield. It's Paimon. Okay, Paimon's up next turn. Actually, no. He can be up now. I probably need the shield. Oh, this unit has an accelerate. I forgot about that. Because I couldn't get her. Okay, so Fasca might do some damage now on the third floor. This floor is it's light absorb, I think. Yep. So I have to stall for Paimon again. Do I need the HP buff to live? I'm not sure about that. Maybe? Salty absorb. Oh, Paimon. I forgot about Paimon. That's only 12 combos. Dang it. I don't think I can one-shot this floor. So I need to stall for Paimon again. I mean, let's see it. It's only 12. Maybe I should have killed that little dryad sooner. Because I think she put it out because I killed the dryad. This bastard did mention a full heal ward. I feel like I'm using Themis and Paimon too liberally here. So maybe I'll stall one turn. That's at least one charge on Themis. That's not a cross. I saw it too late. Wait, can I kill? If there's a preemptive, I'm dead. But if there's not, I'm safe. I don't remember what this... I only did the title like 2 times. Oh, dead. Alright, that's a really slow start. How do I speed this up? Is there anything else I can overcharge? Adds 8 combos. Oh yeah, this is Valentine, Kushina Hime. It's 8 combos, and I think a big shield. That one is Misaki equip. This is a 2-turn haste, but 3-turn cooldown means. I mean, it's a haze, but it's 14 turns away. I don't think it's possible for me to stall it out. Yeah, to stall it out. This one is cat type cap break and something else. I don't think it's worth overcharging. 7 turn. Yeah, I feel like it's only these 2 equips that are worth overcharging. Let me look at this one. That's the grade 3 equip. I don't know what it does. What's the idea on that? Can't see it from here. I'll just look at the awakenings. There's 3 team HP, PPA, tape. Runner's crown. 99 turns. Wood and water are more likely to appear. Recovery is doubled. And clears double. Oh, it is a cleric, so I could overcharge it and use it on the next turn. But I don't have a cap break for my subs if I do that. I feel like I have to do this. All right, let's poke them a little bit. Do a mass attack. This one destroys all drops. I don't like this. 2 turns away. Because if I destroy them, I don't know if I'll have enough heal orbs for my leader skill. Okay, now I'll destroy. Because I have to. Okay, I got lucky. On a TPA. Do I kill them? I didn't kill them. I don't have tears. I'm waiting for this one. Yeah, it's maybe it's not worth it to overcharge this unit. One of my mirrors. I mean, hopefully that means I can take a bunch of hits from this guy. He didn't seem to execute me. But I need to save heal, I guess, for the next turn. Because I only have 1 mil active skill. Don't kill me. All right, there we go. Wait, I should be saving heal, I think. Oh no, Claudia's equip will give me a board. It is 6, right? 6 of each, I believe. Yeah. Okay, I have this. cap break. If I use Themis, might as well use Themis, I think. This unit doesn't deal any damage. I do probably need the shield. And then now I'll use Paimon. Doesn't one shot. She's almost overcharged. That's just a big shield and a cleric. Not a cleric. Big shield, 8 combos. Maybe I should have used her. I mean, I have to stall for Paimon here. 2 more turns. I'm gonna use her for the HP buff. I'm not gonna use Fast this turn. Okay, I killed her. Palm absorption, which is gonna take a while. But I can at least stall it out. Like, I don't expect to hit 13C. So that's why I'm not doing Paimon yet. I mean, but let me get used to the gameplay, I guess. That's a Jesus Cross. Whatever. I'm not gonna hit 13C. Just damage reduction. And then one more turn and that's it. I guess I have to use my shield. I have to use both, I think. I think okay, I'm not gonna use my looping HP off right now. Hopefully I don't die because of that. I'm killing here. Who was next? I think it was a flower fairy or a bartender unit.
Oh, assist removal. Only one L. Do I live? Oh, this is the skill bind. I got lucky because I only have 80%. I almost blew up the heel cross there. Oh, that's not 10C. Tape. I do have tape, thankfully. Cloud, we do have cloud. Alright, done with this floor. Oh no. That's not 10C. It's fine. I was stalling for Amaterasu there. Because what if I get a walking bound next turn? Well, I would have had a Vasca. So that excuse doesn't work. Oh, this is an awoken bound actually. Yep, I remember this. I think I could have gotten invaded on this floor. I definitely need the shield. Fire absorb. Don't know if that one is fixed. Maybe it could have been light. That kind of would have sucked. Because I do know there could be a full board change at some point. And I want to be careful with my Paimon and Themis. Floor 6. This floor. Ooh, recovery debuff. I feel like my recovery has been fine, but maybe I should go for a TPA now also. I mean, that means I can't really guarantee a TPA every turn. Let's see with the just one heal combo in addition. Oh, that's not full health. There's an auto heal? Who auto healed? Is it Thema? Oh, it's Fast. Oh yeah, Fast has auto heal cap break, yeah.
Let's aim for this guy. Because what if I leave one alone? Then they might kill me, execute me. This way, both, at least these two will die together. Okay. Oh, alright. Good thing my Amaterasu's up. Do we have any? I don't think we have any parts gravities. Does everyone have a TPA? You have a TPA. You don't have a TPA. So Paimon's damage will not get. I might need to aim for the part. Because that's one thing of damage that doesn't get directed to the main body, and I might need the part. I probably need the part. Do I have any part? I do have at least one part break, two part break, three part break. So that is some bulk actually. How much food? I have 28 million FUA. That's not enough, I don't think, for this dungeon. Hopefully I can ignore whatever gimmick she's gonna throw. I should have done a heal CPA probably. I don't know if this is enough healing with the auto heal. It doesn't. It's not close to full. Oof. Okay. Close. Okay, maybe I should do some mass attacks now. I feel like I'm gonna break the part, and I don't know what she's gonna do. That's too many. Okay, I needed a skyfall. Aim for the main body. Oh, I have nails. Oh, wait. Ah, shit. Unmatchable. Oh, she's one turn away. Oh, wait. Damage reduction is only for heal cross. Why did I use Paimon? But can I tank his one hit? Is the question. Oh, I can. Okay. I'm safe, hopefully? Hopefully the nails... I shouldn't have used Paimon last turn. But hopefully the nails save me here. 3? Okay, nice. Oh, damage absorbed. So I have to wait for Paimon again. It doesn't hurt to use Amaterasu. In fact, I probably need to. Because everything's hitting pretty hard. Okay, Paimon's back up. Oof. Oh, really need a Paimon here. Let's see. Awoken Bind. I don't think I'll one-shot. I think, yeah, even Utsuro can't one-shot this guy. So this is probably going to be a two-shot. Do I use Fasker is the question. It's less damage. I'll use Fasker, whatever. Because then I would have to stall for Paimon again if I don't kill there. Even though I'm pretty sure I would kill without a fastest cap break. Ichi. What do you do? Oh, full heal up. Demis is thankfully up. Oh, I also have roulettes, actually. That's a lot of heals. Oh no. No, I messed that up. Alright, I'm done. Alright, it's not too bad. There's just a lot of stalling with this team. It's pretty late, but I mean, so far it looks okay. It's just time consuming. I mean, I definitely like the idea of them giving a fixed title challenge. They should do it more often. I mean, they should do it at the same time. Yeah, it's just slow. Like, I have to wait for Paimon a bunch of times. But yeah, it's cool they gave us an in-game team, I guess. I really thought that the fixed version was gonna be one of those really easy versions with like almost no team HPs, almost no HP on the enemies. But yeah, at least it's a viable team. But they should have done this while Path Cafe was ongoing. Because what if you play this team and you're like, oh, I really want to get mail? There's like no way to get mail. Even though they started a few days ago and it didn't overlap at all, I don't think, with Path Cafe. So they're just dangling this team in front of you that you can't get. Alright, it's doable. Yeah, I'll just save it for another stream. It's gonna be done within the next week, within this week. Where is it? Where was it? 17? No, that's the, oh, this one. Yeah, 6 more days. Yeah, I'll just save it for another stream when I have more time. I can start with this and then hopefully clear it on stream. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Have a good night. Good luck on. I mean, I don't recommend rolling it in Star-Twine, but good luck if you're rolling. I'll see you guys next time.